Yeah. Yeah. Y'all might have noticed that I uploaded some of the archived footage that I like to keep of the action from ringside, footage that you can use for film study, footage that you can use to recap a fight because it's not footage from the actual broadcast. It's basically footage that someone who was there took, which, I uploaded a couple of the archived footage, just a few of them, at Fulton, at Fulton, Usyk Dubois 2, some of the exchanges in the Canelo versus Crawford fight. It's all composite footage, ringside footage that is not from the actual broadcast, so, it's more or less okay to use. How other people do those highlight reels in film study, I don't know, because it looks like they're using footage from the actual broadcast. And last I checked, well, you're not supposed to be able to do that. So, I don't know how they do it. But every so often, like sometimes even when Base the Kid, shout out to Base, he would sometimes send me like footage of fights because he's ringside. And sometimes, I get that. Sometimes people send me that. So that's really cool. So I'm probably just gonna keep doing that every so often whenever I come across that kind of footage because it has residual value. If you upload it and somebody's searching for the Inui versus Fulton KO, that might pop up. I might make a little bit of money and everybody's happy. Rigman, what it do? So yo, what it do? Exactly, real talk. Wayne, what it do? Yeah, I looped that joint. I looped that joint. When he knocked him out with the right, I just looped that joint. You know what I mean? But yeah, so we got the Golden Boy show this week. Oscar is still doing them clapback Thursday things, man. And he's doing a thing where you're just gonna talk shit forever. That even a broken clock is right twice a day. So if you talk enough shit about Canelo, eventually you'll be right. He's doing that thing. And it's still mind-boggling. They're like, yo, that dude has not been with Golden Boy since 2020. What the fuck do you care? If Crawford beats, like, what do you care? And you said in the Clapback Thursday segment, he said that, oh, it's all fluff. It's all, well, Brody, you was the one in charge of his career for a while. So what does that say about you? Because if it was fluff, your ass had a lot to do with that. Yeah, he still do those, man. He just did one. And I'm like, yo, dog, like, you really acting like an ex-wife, bro. And the wild shit is you talking about a dude that just made $150 million. The dude just made $150 million, man. You more worried about that shit than he is. You know what I mean? Oscar need to stop with Ass Clap Thursdays and focus on promoting Virgil Ortiz, bro. And
Bro,
focus.
that's like the guy who Mama Wu told, yeah, you'll meet the love of your life in a red pair of shoes. So the guy wore a red pair of shoes for the rest of his life. Well, yeah, bitch, of course it's gonna happen now.
Exactly. It's like, yeah, that you talk enough shit long because Canelo was bound to lose another fight. So it's like, well, eventually all the shit you're saying will come true. Eventually, you know what I mean? But that's because you never shut the fuck up. You always talk shit. So
I think it comes from these, it's after effects from the Floyd era where, you have to be unbeaten and unblemished, and I'm not unrealistic, bro. Someone like Canelo, yeah, bro, you're gonna take another loss soon enough because
yeah.
you're getting older, bro. 70 fights
But
is
because
not.
it's coming from a guy who got what? He retired Oscar with what, 4 or 5 losses? It's like that's what makes it
Yeah,
so asinine. Like, bro, Oscar, you acting like you retired undefeated, bro. You really acting like you retired undefeated. Like, Brody,
his
you
That's
got
coke dealer was
only
undefeated.
only retired undefeated.
exactly, bro. Like, only undefeated is undefeated. Like, Brody, Oscar,
So
you got folded up,
And Chael
but
Sonnen.
you got folded up by B Hop. You got folded up by motherfucking You got folded up by motherfucking Manny. You talking about Canelo losing to a fighter that moved up, right? Motherfucker, you lost to a fighter that moved up. You lost to Floyd. It's like like, yo, like the dude is
that you
like,
had every advantage over.
I'm tired of that fucking bitch, bro. God damn.
he just acts like a like it's to me it's not funny. Some people find it amusing, but I'm like where Undefeated is at. They're like, yo, you just act like a bitch, bro.
Bro, somebody popped a fucking couple of strings in his fishnets, and now he's upset because there's a big ass hole on some of them.
You know what I'm saying? Like you talking about yo, Canelo lost to Floyd, motherfucker, you lost to Floyd. You like
Yo,
like is there so much coke on your brain that you forgot that you lost to that
oh
same
yeah.
dude? And you was the A side, you was the bigger guy, you had to fight at your weight, and you still lost, bro.
Not only that, you could say that Oscar, you're the reason why everything's fucked up. You didn't beat Floyd.
Yeah, if you would have did your motherfucking job, it wouldn't have been no Mayweather era.
Also, let it be known that Oscar picked the gloves too.
Yeah, he picked the gloves, he picked everything because he was the A side.
Hasta el color de los pantaloncillos de Floyd.
Y la vaina es que nadie se lo va a decir. Nadie se lo va a decir que Oscar, do you know how fucking retarded you sound, bro? Yes, Canelo lost to Floyd. So did you. Yes, Canelo lost to a smaller fighter moving up. So did you. Twice.
If you say, yeah, but the thing is, if you say that to Oscar, bro, he's probably gonna. People are afraid he's gonna start snoring in the bathroom, so they just be like, no,
Bro,
Oscar, tú
he's
tienes razón, man, está
He's
bien,
gonna
man.
pull out his dick, bro. Like, what?
No te pongas los fishnets otra vez, man. No te lo
He's
pongas, no,
gonna
no.
pull out his
Deja esa
dick,
cuchara, no.
This motherfucker.
No, pero yo vi esa vaina y yo me jalté, man. Yo me enfoco,
La
like, yo,
cuchara.
Oscar, shut the fuck up, bro. Like, ¿por qué tú hablas tanta mierda, man?
Oh
And that
yeah,
was-
wait. I fucking.
Yeah,
I've been
go home.
busy as fuck today. What's up with Devin and his bitch? I keep seeing the thumbnail. I just haven't had a chance to watch it.
Nah, it's he's suing a bitch for the gifts that he bought her, like some super
Oh, you're
duper,
lying.
like some super duper, like, bro, how
Like
lame.
I want my sweatshirt back.
Pero espérate.
And this shit is no, espera, esta es la vaina. Yo no entiendo esto, de verdad. I don't understand it. You meet a broad, sí, ella es linda, pero $500,000, bro. For a broad, you known her for like a year and a half. You spent $500,000, bro. Ain't no pussy on this earth worth that.
Yo, se te
Isn't
salió
that the
Dominic.
same bitch that he bought a gift for just after fucking Thug was fucking his bitch?
Yeah, like Brody.
Hombre, este
Brody, I
güey.
will jerk off 3 times a day before I spend $500,000.
You know what
Like,
I'm
you
saying?
bugging, like $500,000.
Bro, go
the
buy
fuck
some
is wrong
fucking
with you?
property or something. Jesus Christ.
A lot
Oh,
of
yeah.
guys don't have common sense. They think with their dick instead of with their head, bro.
Yo, it's so funny that a Juice se le salió, like, you can tell Juice was mad because the Dominican
No,
came out like,
porque con
you don't
eso yo me-
understand.
I don't know,
Dominican
porque
came
yo,
out.
manín, yo no entiendo, like, ¿cómo eso es posible? Por una fucking cuero, for the same fucking cum bucket. Get like,
Yeah.
really, fam? For a
But
cum
Jules, what have
bucket?
you been saying? Jules, what have you been saying about these era of guys? Tio, Devin, Shakur, Tank. They're gay.
It's not that they daddy didn't
No,
even
he actually broke it down. Shakur fans are hipsters.
yeah,
Devin
they're
fans
hipsters.
is fucking ugly. And
They're
Tank
ugly people,
fans
yeah.
are fucking gay.
Yeah, the Tank fans
Bro, I got
is
this breakdown on my
homosexuals.
page, bro. Follow me at
The
Real Talk Combat.
Devin's fans is the ugly duckling motherfuckers, right? That they think that if I get money, everybody gonna feel me. They gonna feel
Bevin.
me when I get money, yo. Bevin, yay! You don't notice?
Thank you, parents.
You don't notice? A lot of Devin Haney fans don't have a profile picture, bro. Why you think that is? They online all
Fucking
day talking to
fuck
people.
ugly.
Yo,
That's
you
what
can
I'm
support
telling
Devin
you.
Haney and,
Hey, you know
and
what's
have
crazy?
shame, man.
You know what's crazy? Going to Michael's Twitter, you're right. He doesn't have a profile pic.
No, see, they try to come at me with that shit like, oh, you don't have a fucking. Yeah, because I'm trying to create a brand. All my followers know what I look like. I know I'm ugly.
No, él es lindo, este mamagüevo. Show him your fucking mugshot, bro. You look like fucking
You know what I'm
Kaiser
saying?
Soze, bro. Ese
Nigga
tipo,
mad
él
as
tiene
hell. I'm
pelo.
ugly than a bitch.
Él es grande, 6'2", tiene pelo. He looks like a Native American soldier or some type of
Mario
shit.
Barrios,
They
bro.
said I look like the big
fellas,
native from
how do
Apocalypto.
you still?
Yeah, bro.
The one who gets the
How do
chiles
you
on
still
his
propose to?
dick.
Y'all want to make out or what? Because y'all keep opening your
Come
mouth
on.
at the same time.
Come on, tongue kiss.
Déjame irme, por
I
favor.
just
son of
don't-
a bitch.
I don't know, fellas. How
Yo,
do you
it's so
still wife? How do you still propose to a bitch after you hear her on the phone
It's
talking
that.
to a dude in prison?
It's that, Drew. Look, motherfuckers ain't cheap. You know, like it ain't motherfuckers being cheap. Like it's not. If you got it, you got it. But I'm saying you known the bitch for a year and a half at the most. Like you talking about the money that he spent on the bitch, right? You got to figure that okay, they're still in a relationship while he's spending this money. The relationship ended at 2 years, basically. It lasted 2 years. So that means a year and a half, you done spent 350, 500,000 on this. Why? Why? Cause she
Por
sucked dick?
pendejo.
Cause she give blowjobs? Like what is this bitch doing to get $500,000 spent on her? I don't understand.
So what if Bill Haney's pimping her and getting the money back?
Bro,
That
the wild
that
shit is
motherfucker
no,
is not no pimp, bro.
he's not no pimp because
Yeah,
that is not the son of a pimp, bro. Ain't no motherfucking like really,
fucking.
fam. You the super trick, like you super freak, super trick, like dog, like you just what? Cause she touched you? Cause she said hi to you? 500,000,
She touched
half a
you.
mil? Yo, you bugging, homie? Like you crazy?
You know what it was?
Like
I think I know what she did, bro. She went past the first knuckle, bro.
Hey, yo, real talk.
What's
You
up,
see how crazy Liza is. How good's that pussy?
bro? Why don't you
bro?
just
Top
holler
tier,
at that
bro.
joint, bro? Just holler at that
That's
joint.
just
You know what I'm
top tier,
saying?
bro.
Coño,
You got it.
man.
Yeah, bro. You
Need some
talking about the one
love,
on
bro.
Twitter, right?
Thirsty ass motherfucker. Shit.
No, I
For
want
real,
cornbread.
yeah.
I'm just asking.
No, see,
You've
no,
dealt with
look,
crazy bitches
mira,
like
mira,
that.
mira. Look, I learned my lesson, bro, because I had a roommate, a gay roommate actually, and his sister's fucking fine, bro.
Now makes
And he
sense.
told me, he said, "Don't fuck my sister." And you know, in my mind, I'm like, "Oh, this guy just doesn't want me to fuck his sister." No, he was trying to forewarn me about how crazy this bitch was. Bro, I was, and then I finally told him, I was like, you know what, Matt, I'm sorry. You were trying to save me from that crazy bitch. He's like, you stuck your dick in crazy, bro. I was like, yeah, no, never again.
How crazy? What'd she do?
Bro, she fucking hopped out the fucking car. She thought it was a movie.
Well,
The
while
chick
it was
smacked
moving,
bro.
fuck, she
Oh
Yes,
thought she was
bro.
a
fuck.
naked
She
gun.
thought it was a
Like,
fucking movie, bro. She
She
smacked
did
the
the
fuck
she
out
did
the
what's
the
a
fucking
GTA
ground,
speed?
bro.
character.
she did the tuck and
Bro,
roll,
I was
bro.
like, I stopped the fucking car. I was like, oh, I killed the bitch. Oh my god.
Nah,
When I
That,
tell you,
but
that
she smacked that ground so
If she
fucking
survives,
fast,
bro, just
It
run
was
away. Be like,
worth it,
okay,
huh? It
cool.
was good though, huh?
nah,
bro. That
but the
shit was
shit is
top tier, bro.
with that Devin shit, with that. Oh, here comes my wife, fucking making smoothies while I'm doing a live. Um,
I should put like a whole bag of ice on the
Oh
blender. Like,
shit.
it's fucking strawberries
yo,
and
you know what's
mangoes, and
yeah, you
you
know
know what I'm
what's crazy,
saying?
man? Devin is one of these chamaquitos that he always fronting about money. Like he's buying like $500,000
Oh, you know, I don't
dollar
know how to
watches
fuck
and
with the
shit.
rollies no more. Just the APs.
yeah.
Dude,
You
my
know, I
best
fuck with the
friend,
APs.
listen, man. My best friend is a watchmaker, right? For the Patek Philippe. Well, he used to. Now he opens his own shit. But you know what kind of watches he wears, bro? G-Shock. He
Yeah.
wears Apple Watch, or he creates his own shit. Like, bruh, that shit is overpriced. That's money wasted, man.
No, es que te lo voy a decir, de verdad, por más que esa vaina cuesta, esa vaina es fea. Toda esa
Yeah.
cadena, toda esa joya que ellos tienen. Yo, bro, that shit ugly, bro. You don't look
Exactly. It's tacky, bro. It's fucking
you
tacky.
don't look no better. What you like? You tú no entiendes que you don't look no different or no better gastando todo ese dinero en esa vaina. Esa vaina es fea. Tú sabes lo que, mira, yo tengo dinero. Yo puedo comprarme un reloj expensive. I could. I like the Movado because it's simple. That's
Yeah.
why it's simple. It's pretty because
That's
it's
why I
simple.
love what Chad Johnson said, Jules. He's all my fucking watches are fake. My Rolex, my AP,
Yeah,
they're all.
Because motherfuckers just want to see it.
Chad ganked the bitches that's trying to game him. Like, bitch, you gonna believe it is whatever it is because I'm Chad Ocho Cinco, bitch.
You heard
I'm the
me?
show. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, that's fucking real.
when I see that, you know, because that's one of the moments where I'm like, yeah, I gotta get off this Devin Haney train. When he was doing the watch thing, like, yo, you look like a fucking cornball, bro.
Because it's
You
one
do-
thing if you're a Canelo buying a Jacob and Co. Like, bro, that watch is an investment. That watch will make money over time because he's not gonna fucking drill holes into it and set diamonds onto it and fucking destroy it. Where you're
No, pero
dumbass.
también es que Canelo, ya se sabe que Canelo tiene su dinero, ¿verdad? Que Canelo is a business. So if Canelo, and the other thing is Canelo doesn't brag like these dudes do either. Like, bro, you really did a whole segment saying shit that you know people don't know so you can act like bro, get the fuck. I don't care what that shit is or what it costs. That shit ugly, bro. It's uglier because you wearing it. Like, yo, que esa vaina tan fea.
And
Mira este güey.
It's for
Canelo
the
don't make a
status.
fucking IG post going to buy watches. They catch him
mierda,
candid, like filming him, like, "Hey, I'm buying watches."
Bro.
Oh well.
Con el dinero que él está gastando en esos fucking reloj, mira, I'm gonna open titty bars across the country, bro. Imbecile. I would have been opening titty bars all over America. Devin's hotspot. You know what I'm saying? The vulva. I call
It's
it
in
some
his
tacky.
asshole.
You know,
Right,
big Dick Dollar.
Big Dick I'm Big Dick Dev, and it's my spot. And
Hey,
it's,
you gonna call the
it's-
restaurant the titty bar, the vulva, the fucking
Yeah,
vulva?
no, bro. It's something tacky, bro.
Astrolabia.
You know what I'm saying? Astrolabia. Right? Welcome to Vincent's, right?
La
Like
coca.
la porra. You know what I'm saying? El fuiche. Like, it's so like, bro, tú
El
estás
Fuji.
gastando dinero. Tú estás gastando dinero en estupidez y vaina que no sirve because you sell that shit and you're not gonna get what you spent for it. You're not. Like, if you sell it to somebody. And what does it actually do besides stroke your very fragile and sensitive ego? That Brody, you could have opened up a thing of bodegas, a thing of laundromats, some titty bars. You could have used that to launder some drug money for some local
You know what I'm
nefarious people. You could do wild shit
Hell,
to turn
you
that
can have
into
a
money,
plastic surgery. God damn it.
right? You could have got a nose job or something.
You
You,
know
never
what I'm
know.
saying?
Yeah,
You
you
could
could
have
have
done the
did
Sammy
something.
Sosa, man.
To
You
fix
know what I'm
that
saying? You
shotgun
could
on
have
your
did
face.
wild shit.
It's because I don't know
Devin
what it
Haney
is
walking
with
around
them.
with blue eyes and shit.
I don't know what it is with Americans and status. Like they have to show that they got money. Look at this. Look at the fucking Cybertruck, bro.
Yeah.
Looks like a
Esa vaina es
friggin'
fea. It's
yeah.
el carro, mira, that's the car that we all drew when we were learning how to draw. We all drew that
Yo,
car,
that's funny
bro.
because I remember seeing the
y'all hear
videos
when
at the
Theo
beginning.
Von, y'all hear when Theo Von told Cat Williams it's like driving an email?
Yeah, it's like, bro.
Dude, I
Yeah.
remember when I saw like the videos at the beginning of that, I thought it was a skit.
Bro, I thought they were
Never
bullshitting too.
Dímelo tú que ese no el carro que Homer Simpson. Remember when Homer was working for his half brother at the car dealership? And they
Yeah.
told Homer to draw a car. Yo, that's that
No,
shit.
bro, that's
Like,
that's that Halo 2 PS2 fucking Warhog vehicle, bro.
and then they saying the shit. Yo, they said, "Oh, the shit bulletproof." Brody, is what do I need? Like, bro, look, some motherfucker might need that, but I don't need that. What I need a bulletproof car for, bro? Like,
And the
you know what I'm
funny
saying?
thing is,
What
once
the
you
fuck
wrap
you think
it,
I am, Young Dolph? Like, get the fuck out
No,
of
You know
here.
what I'm saying?
no, but watch. You know what's funny? You see how like people like customize them and shit and all that. Once you wrapped it or like take the factory thing or anything from Tesla, they take the warranty away from you.
Yo, eso es con todo, manín. Eso es con todo. Con cualquier vaina que tú cambias. Oh, yeah, the warranty. Yeah, the warranty. Because you fucked with it. You changed it. Now we don't know what it's gonna do. It might turn into Toyota after that. Shit,
Sí,
you
pero
did. You know what I
Tesla,
mean?
they have a
Don
dirty,
Juan said
they
Haney's
have
the
a dirty ass
undisputed
trick
cut.
that once the warranty expires, the battery dies, and that shit's like $25,000 some shit.
El diablo, manín.
Para que lo
¿Qué?
sepa, man.
Yeah.
Coño, pero que gaste dinero. Pero eso es lo que es. Que
Tú-
la gente le gusta gastar dinero para que la gente sepan que tienen dinero. It's like,
Dude,
what's the matter
Did y'all
with you, bro?
Did y'all see that viral video of Canelo's dad?
Nah, ¿qué pasó?
He's coming out like a store, bro. He got like 6 or 8 bags of Marshalls, like the clothing store. And people are like, yo, that's Canelo's dad, but they don't understand that motherfucker don't give a fuck. Like,
Es que, manín, you could have $1 million, ¿verdad? Old
Yeah.
Navy, or Tommy Hilfiger. Aeropostale o Hollister. O otra vaina que cuesta más. Eso no importa. Lo que importa is and I'm not being funny neither. If you're not in shape, you're not in shape. It doesn't matter what you're wearing. Si tú eres feo, tú eres feo.
Facts.
Si tú
100%.
And you
eres
know, but
Bro, mira, en fucking Kohl's, ellos tienen la camiseta de fucking, ¿cómo se llama? Sonora, whatever the fuck the shit
William
is called.
Sonoma.
Sayonara.
Right. So ponlo tú, manín. If you nice and you swole and your shoulders is popping, whether it's a fucking Hanes or a Fruit of the Loom or a Sonoma or a fucking Old Neck, what fucking difference does it make, bro?
exactly.
Yeah, they was
No, 'cause
making
the-
fun
'cause
of
in
like
my
why there was
lifetime,
like
I-
why is he shopping there? And I'm like, damn well his boots cost like probably $3,000.
Manín,
You know what I'm saying?
porque le fucking gusta, manín. If anything, Canelo's dad is the smart one, manín. Toda esta vaina es algodón. You don't understand that shit?
Exactly.
Toda esta vaina es algodón y acrylic. So what the fuck do
Yup.
you want from
Yeah,
me,
but
bro?
you guys have to remember that Canelo's dad is country as hell, Él es bien campesino, mano. So
Yeah,
like
yeah.
No, pero
he
también,
for
no,
him
pero
for
para él
him
es un lujo, es una vaina cara.
exactamente. Like when you
Marche,
see,
mira,
I
yo
don't know
fui
if
para
you
Marche.
guys seen the documentary. It wasn't a documentary. It was like a small interview with Canelo that he shows that his dad still works in the farm because he said if he stopped working, he'd depreciate himself. Like he's like getting sick and shit.
No, sí, pero es que ellos no entienden. Some people live in a perpetual state of want. They always want something new, want something that they don't have, essentially. So they spend their whole life pursuing things that they don't have, as opposed to wanting what you do have. That's
Sure.
ahí tú estás feliz. Yo tengo mi bustelo, mi greca, unos plátanos, unos aguacate ahí, un arroz, I'm good, bro. I don't need a bunch of shit. I'm good. Con eso yo estoy feliz.
And
No, yo
also, men from
No,
back then they
there was a
understood.
story actually about that. So basically, there was a woman, right, that she made one painting a day, and you know, like it took her a few hours, but then the rest of her day she would just spend with her cats in her garden and shit, right? Well, some guy came up, he's like, look, these paintings are selling for a lot. You know, if you upscaled it to, you know, 4 paintings a day, you'll make 20,000 and all this shit, right? And she's like, well, what am I gonna do with all that money? And he's like, well, you know, if you make all this money, you'll be able to live whatever life you want. You know, you can stay in your garden all day. You can play with all your cats,
flick
and
the
you know you
bean
can
all
live the
day.
life you want. And she's like, oh yeah, that's great. And the guy realized, like, oh yeah, she's already fucking doing that. She's already
Yeah, she-
living that life.
Yeah, like she paints half the paint in a day. She flicks the bean for a half hour, goes
You
pets the
fucking
cat,
bitch.
flicks the fucking
This fucking over sexualized bitch.
I'm saying, bro, she's at home all day by herself. What the fuck, bro? Ella
¿Qué
tiene,
tú
she
crees
has
que ella está
needs too.
haciendo?
Exactamente.
Reading
Fuck you think she's
Cosmopolitan?
doing?
She playing with the cat for
Damn, man,
real.
you're really naive.
I'm saying, toda la vaina. So you know, like, and it's just, I don't know, like, I wish that I knew these things when I was younger. I wish that I understood them the way that I understand them now that I'm older. That Brody, whether it's from Old Navy or the Gap or wherever, it's all cotton, bro. It is all
Yeah.
cotton with different shit written on it. It's all cotton. Jeans is
You know,
jeans,
the
bro.
one luxury brand that I will go for above like above a Versace or Gucci, all that gay shit, is Express. Express makes really good
No,
fucking
look,
shirts.
I
They make
have
really
an
good pants.
I have an Express credit card. Like, no, yeah, I agree that they make good shit, but there's a limit. I would say that there is a limit because Brody, once you realize, like your dog, you know what, invest in a gym membership. Why? Because then it won't matter what brand you're wearing. You're gonna look good in whatever you have.
You know what I'm
Exactly.
And he's 6'2". It doesn't matter what the fuck he's wearing.
Yeah,
Bitches want to
exactly,
suck
yeah.
his dick. Like,
saying?
but the dude's
I
6'2",
get lucky.
dog. Like,
I got lucky.
you know what I'm saying? Like he hit the fucking jean jackpot. Like he's chill. Like, bro, all these bitches want to suck my dick. Fruit Loops, Fruit of the Loom, Hanes, Sonora, they're gonna suck my dick, bro. Okay.
No, they
It
asked
doesn't
me
fucking matter.
why I don't go to the gym more. I'm like, well, because I'm not short and I'm not ugly. So
Yeah, like if
what
you,
fuck I gotta go to the gym for?
you know, I don't gotta be in the gym all the time to get a fucking blowjob. You know, fuck out of here. Y es una otra vaina que mira los músculos. Entiende que los músculos. Yeah, that's not gonna get you bitches, bro. You shouldn't
Michael,
be
you're
in
just
there.
lazy. Fuck out of here.
No, de verdad, los músculos, de verdad. Look, you can have muscles, right? But you could be a weirdo with muscles. I seen that back home years ago. The dude
No,
was cat.
there's a threshold way. Actually, it's like a curve. You know what I'm saying? It's like a spectrum.
It's
There
what
was-
it's what it does for you, bro. Eso es lo que mira, si tú vas para el gimnasio, tú sabes lo que es. Ahí tú estás entendiendo trabajar duro. Ahí tú estás entendiendo to vamos a decir, value yourself. Que yo no le voy a aguantar yo no le voy a aguantar la vaina a esta fucking cuero. I'm not lifting all these fucking, ¿me entiendes? It's the residual shit. It's not the muscles. It's what it does to your mind.
It's the confidence, yeah.
Yeah, it's what it does to your
but
mind.
what I'm saying though, from the female perspective, you hit a certain point to where now you're too good looking for them. Now they're so fucking insecure about it. It's like, yeah, you're not gonna get no pussy. You're just gonna get a bunch of guys coming up to you like, nice games, bro.
No, es que la vaina es que las mujeres le gustan diferentes cosas también. There's not a one size fits all answer for every woman. Algunas mujeres le gusta los gorditos, sí, le gusta su gordito, su oso. Algunas mujeres le gustan los flaquitos, the weird ones.
No, yeah, I guess that's the point I'm making. That you know,
yeah,
you can't just rely on your muscles either. You still gotta have.
There's
game,
not
bro.
a one size. There's really not a one size fits all porque no todas las mujeres le gustan cosas diferentes. So no te creas de que porque tú estás ahí haciendo no. That's for your mind, bro. That's what it's good. It's good for your mind. Like, yeah, you fit nice in a shirt and some bitches are gonna like it. Yeah, some bitches are gonna notice it. And that's awesome. but it's really for your mind, bro. It's for your mental. Like, yeah, it puts you in a good place mentally. Where yo no voy a aguantarle vaina esta fucking cuero, this fucking cum bucket. I'm fucking strong out here, B. Fuck this shit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck this bitch. You know what I'm saying? La
Yeah,
vaina.
but you can't be a fucking loser either doing that shit. You end up like Devin.
Yeah, because Devin Haney has fucking muscles. Y mira ese muchacho, es un fracaso, man. That dude is a tragedy, bro. That dude is
Yeah,
a
bro.
tragedy.
Honestly.
Tú tienes
Yeah.
todo ese fucking dinero, man, y tú todavía no sirves, bro.
Yo, I have a group of friends that they don't watch boxing, but sometimes when this shit broke out, they were sending it in the group chat, and they were like, "Yo, this motherfucker sued Devin. I mean, sued Ryan, and now he's suing his baby mama." I mean, they don't know that Ryan because of the whole rematch shit, which is understood. But now you're
Yeah.
suing your baby mama, bro.
No, y eso es lo que se
This is
sabe,
not
que
a good look.
the casual observer that does not follow these stories as closely as we do, all they're gonna see is, coño, pero este tipo sí un pendejo, man. You always suing, suing somebody.
Also,
All
man,
the time,
also,
bro.
Yo,
no, Jules, also, it's like, man, y tú no eres un cánter.
Like,
Tú no eres un
yo,
delincuente. Y
No,
tú esos
no,
tatuajes, ¿para
mira
qué?
este gotito.
no verdad, like he's dressed like fucking Simon Phoenix in what was that movie with Sylvester Stallone, bro? The fucking Demolition. He's dressed like Simon
Dog
Phoenix
Demolition Man.
in Demolition Man. Pero coño, tú sí eres un pendejo, man. Like what the
Bro,
fuck?
he looks like Dennis Rodman, man.
That's crazy. Like you sued Ryan for winning a box. That's what they're telling themselves. Yo, this dude sued a dude because he beat him, and they're both boxers, and he sued him.
In a boxing match.
Because even if
Yeah.
you read just a couple sentences into it, you're suing him for battery in a boxing match. Like
No,
it's not a good look,
you
bro.
sued your
It's not a good look.
baby mother for gifts. For gifts. So si
Like
tú le compras un
what, bitch, you
yogur,
want your sweatshirt
Yo,
back?
can you guys
si tú le
imagine
compras un
that?
yogur, un Oikos, you gonna sue her for that, bro? El diablo,
No,
man.
no, I think he's one of the dudes. Like he buys like a water bottle for his guy. He take notes like $2.50.
Yeah,
Honestly,
can
though,
you
look,
he
I'm gonna
got a
tell you
little
this.
notepad, bro.
Yo, can you guys imagine that it would be like the same judge that took that the Ryan Garcia case and he just look at him like
No, tú
over
sabes
his
qué va a
glasses and
pasar.
shit?
He's gonna be on fucking Judge Judy. He's don't pee on my leg. You know what I'm
Bro,
saying? Like he's gonna be
Judge
on Judge
Mathis.
Judy, bro.
It's gonna
Judge
be Judge
Mathis.
Joe Brown.
No, que yo le compré un café a ese tipo, un café. Like, yo, get the fuck out
Estaban
of
en el
here, bro.
aeropuerto, un
It's gonna
café
be
Santo
Judge
Domingo le
Mathis.
compré.
Drew, do the laws in LA, because of the dollar amount that he spent, Drew, is that normal in LA to sue for gifts? Because that's what they say in that the laws of Los Angeles might allow for him to recoup some money. Like, you think he could get money off of that?
Fucking Drew.
Maybe.
He's
Maybe.
working on the.
What
what
the
are the
fuck are you working on today, Drew?
What are the conditions for him to get money, dog? Like, how does that shit even work? Or for gifts? He is fucking. You see this shit?
Bro,
see when you
bro, put the
you see
fucking
the shit?
carburetor
I'm
back in
walking
the
away
truck.
so you don't hear the fucking air in the locker room. I've never heard of this. In LA, motherfuckers just charge it to the game. Devin's being a little, he's doing the female role of suing, wanting shit back, like a little bitch.
Yeah, because I never heard of that. Like, yeah, I bought the bitch some shit, so now I want, like, bro, really? Just cut your losses.
No, he's
bro.
right though. Charge that shit to the game, bro. Like,
If
come on now.
anything, you should be fighting for custody of your daughter so that this bitch don't have you by the balls. That's the smartest
I
shit.
mean,
Like,
he's doing the opposite of stoicism, bro. Like you're not standing 10 toes, bro.
we'll look
He's
at
doing
who
Marie
his dad.
criticism.
We'll look at who his daddy is. Like, his daddy love the camera time more than he do. You don't see that. You see Bill more than you see Devin.
That's
You
why
see-
nobody likes him.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro,
Like
you-
no, on some real shit, like 100. Okay, like take away this Ryan shit, take away this shit with this bitch. There's not really much to hate Devin for.
No.
Like most of the reason people don't like him is because of his dad.
Yeah, but it's
But
also
X-
because you a Mayweather wannabe, and I'm
Yeah.
that's why I didn't like Broner. Like, bro, you don't have an identity. You think that this how much soul and personality you ain't got. That all it take is for another dude that's not related to you to make money, and you look up to him like a
What's
bitch.
up, big bro?
You don't
Big
see
bro?
you don't see that that's some female shit. Oh, Floyd made money. Floyd made money. Now you open. You really got a mind of a woman. Like, bro, what do you care about the money he made? That's not
No,
your
that,
friend. That's
fucking
not your
Chris.
cousin. That dude is not related to you. Y'all not nothing. Get off his fucking dick, bro. Be your own man. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
fucking Chris posted that shit. It was a news report. Calling someone big bro for making a lot of money or excess amounts is now a federal offense. Dick riding.
Yeah, that's dick eating, bro. That's major
Damn.
dick eating. You know what I'm saying? So is the fucking comments frozen? Look like they frozen.
I
Hold
thought
on,
I
let me
was
see.
tripping too.
They not frozen. I just checked. They not frozen. They not frozen. But yeah, yo, that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, you suing bitches for purses and shit. If she get you the purse back, what you gonna do? Wear it to the fight with Brian? Like, what you gonna do with that? I don't know, B. I'm saying, like,
Regala,
what you gonna do with that?
regalárselo a la otra y demandarla también.
¿Cuál otra? ¿Cuál otra? Like, come on, B. He
Oh,
lucky.
his left hand.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you right now. This is what I think. I could count on one hand how many times he fucked that bitch, and I don't need the other 4 fingers neither. You fucked that bitch once. You fucked that bitch once.
And
Got
I
her
You
bet
got her
pregnant,
pregnant.
and that's it. You know what I'm saying?
ahorita
Because I
la
could tell
chamaquita
that
sale
bitch
blanca
was,
con ojos azules.
bro. That bitch wasn't fucking you. That bitch was not fucking you, dog. She's
She
probably
had
giving you,
him in the Amazonian position.
yeah, like she's probably giving
Devin's
you
legs
hand
was up in
jobs.
the air
I
and
mean,
shit.
She's
yo,
probably
you
giving you
guys
hand jobs in the
remember when he,
car, hand sanitizer, right at, like, that bitch wasn't fucking you, bro. She wasn't fucking
you guys remember his ex, the other one I forgot, In the Love, I think it was.
yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
remember how in love that dude was, like a fucking cornball? He was releasing all videos, in all pictures he was kissing her, but not all the way around. You know what I mean? Like, it was so obvious.
Bro, look at you, bro. What do you think these, look, bro, you gotta be real with you. See, as soon as you start accepting that you a ugly ass motherfucker, these bitches can't get you. Like, bitch,
You
what
know
the
what I'm
fuck
saying?
you want? What the
No, here's
fuck
the
you
thing
want?
though. You can be ugly, that's fine, but at least have some swag, some style, be smooth. But I don't really think he
That's
has none of that. I think
my
That
dude,
nigga's corny, bro.
that's part of it, is knowing, yo, listen, I ain't motherfucking body beautiful. So what the fuck do you want, bitch? That you put yourself on game, but you could tell, like, you got a low self-esteem,
guys,
don't you, Devin? Got a low
like among
self-esteem.
all the rappers,
Haney hasn't
among all
accepted within himself who he is and where he
no,
falls
but
in the pecking
For
order.
real.
listen, guys, among all the rappers from the '90s, one of the guys who used to fuck the most bitches was Biggie Smalls.
Are you talking about?
Right?
Are you talking
Yeah.
about
And he
Devin
was
Haney again?
ugly, fat.
Of course,
Yeah, that
of
gay bird.
course, of course. You know what I'm
No, because
saying, Devin?
I explained it to my homeboy. I was like, look, and it's very it's not a nice thing to say or admit out loud, but I was like, something you gotta recognize, bro. Like, you're a short dude. You gotta stay on your shit. You gotta
Yeah.
stay on point. I was like, me, I'm physically gifted, bro. There's certain privileges I would have over you. You know, like, I can treat a bitch how the fuck I want because
Yeah,
guess what? They're in line.
like, put it this way, right? Say you 5'4", 5'5", whatever you are. You already know that most bitches is gonna pick the 6-foot dude over you. You should know that. You should be comfortable with that too. And if you find the special bitch that just loves you for the butterfly, the caterpillar, that whatever the fuck you got going on, right? Hey, that's fucking great. But you need to understand in this world, yo, these bitches is more materialistic and superficial than we are.
They're fragile, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So if you a Kevin Hart o alguien así, ¿verdad? Yo, acéptalo. As soon as you accept it, the happier you'll be. You won't feel bad. You're not gonna feel like, no, I mean, that's the way these bitches is. Misma vaina que yo dije el otro día, que mira, all these pretty bitches, cause who was it that was saying that, like, we was talking about pretty bitches. I'm like, yo, most pretty bitches don't have a personality.
Yeah, that's facts.
Most pretty bitches are awful human beings, honestly. Morally derelict.
You say that.
Es la verdad.
At least that sounds like something that you will say.
Yo, en la experiencia mía, the prettier the bitch is, the more morally derelict she is. De verdad.
Yeah.
Her personality is, I'm pretty. And everything falls back to the pretty privilege most of the time. See, yeah, linda. Yeah, that's usually what it goes back to. And all the source of her power. So you got to treat her like she's ugly. Don't pick up the phone when she calls. Wait 10 minutes after every text, maybe a half hour. You know what I'm saying? Don't spend a lot of money. What you spending a lot of money for? No, verdad.
Yeah,
you know
see, women get pretty privilege. We get tall nigga privilege.
You know what I'm saying? You got to be, if you're not built or tall, You gotta be an asshole, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, you gotta be an asshole.
you
You gotta
gotta
be an
your
asshole.
game's gotta be on point, bro.
You gotta be an asshole. You're not gonna get nowhere like you better not loving these bitches. Mm-mm. Especially now, like your generation is worth, well, not yours, because you're already in your 20s, but these younger kids that are coming through, yeah, their generation is worse than
So yeah,
ours
their shit,
was.
they're fucked, bro.
Like you're fucked, bro. Just hey, nutting bitches and don't give them your real phone number. Give them your friend's
It's
phone number.
hold up. It's all women, all generations, bro. This is not boxing related, but did y'all see that Cardi's pregnant by that one football player? And
Oh
at
my
first,
god.
and
No
at
estoy
first,
comiendo, no me haga
I
Oh,
didn't.
by
eso.
Steven Diggs, bro. She's
Estoy
stupid.
cenando,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Don't
And the
talk about
thing
that shit.
is, they were talking about this bitch. She's in her mid 30s. You know, her mind's supposed to be developed. She got cheated on by her husband, left, and had a baby by some other dude, a revenge baby, bro. Like,
No, you know what's funny is the entire fucking football team was like, "What's one team? What's one member of the team you wouldn't want your sister to date?" Literally, all of them said Diggs, bro.
Yo, this the shit. This the
Literally.
shit. This the shit that the perception of women, and I know this because I'm old. The perception of women before and now, it is different. Like now, motherfuckers expect dumb shit like that. Like, really, Cardi? Really? You had a revenge baby. A whole revenge baby.
pendejo.
Wow.
Bitch,
I mean,
stupid.
the
It's
way
you
that
know
she
what it
looks,
is.
man, are you really impressed?
You know what it is, bro. It's
No, no,
social media.
no, yo te lo voy a
It's
decir, José. De verdad. Tú sabes lo que me gusta de Cardi es que ella es fea. Ella es fea. Pero eso me gusta. It
Si ella
reminds
fuera
me.
muda,
It
me
reminds me of
gustara.
Grand Concourse, bro. Of the Concourse, like la tipa de mujer que you would see like on the D train and shit like that. Por eso es que me gusta porque ella es fea. Ella no es fea como que she. Ella es fea, but not like fea, pero ella, sin todo
You
ese
can
Ella es
no.
rara,
maquillaje.
ella es
I'll explain it for you.
rarita.
I'll
Yeah,
explain it
ella
for
es
you, Bills. I
fea.
got you. I'll save you. It's not that she's ugly. It's just one look at her and you can tell. Oh yeah, you ran through.
Yeah, pero eso es bueno.
But
she
no, she's good
nasty.
looking.
She
Like I
No,
would
I
like.
nasty.
Don't
think
get
I
me
know.
wrong.
No, I know
I'm
what it
trying to
is.
get
I
a
know
piece
what it
too,
is.
but I'm not taking that home to mom.
No, I know what it is. It's because she's like the mid ugly level bitch that you know you can smash. She's smart
She's
Ajá.
enough. She
that
can
Yeah,
chick.
smash. Yeah.
yeah,
She's that chick
yeah,
that when she
yeah.
puts her
Más
hair on
fácil.
and her
I,
nails on and shit, that she looks way better.
I think the attractive thing about her is that she's a hoe, and she knows her role. Like,
Yeah.
bitch,
Yes, there you go.
I'm not trying
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
get with you. I'm just trying to fuck,
it's
and
like
she
we
knows
say,
it.
like we like our women with a little bit of slut to them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
Well,
get una fucking una limpia que no sabe cómo hacer nada. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, what the fuck are you gonna do with that, bro? What are you gonna go to the movies? You know what I'm
Ella
saying?
con
Like, what are you gonna
Mago.
do? The
like a
fuck are
red
you gonna do with
lobster.
that, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, what you gonna go to Chili's? What you gonna do with
Go
that?
to go to Papa Below.
It's
Fuck
a
we
two
gonna
for
do,
20.
dog?
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, y'all know
Go to-
today was National Burger Day. Y'all could have went to Applebee's and got a burger for $8. It was National Cheeseburger Day, bro.
No, you can.
No cap.
They got a deal. There's like a 50-cent double cheeseburger on McDonald's.
I should have went to fucking Applebee's now that I think about it. I literally ate burgers earlier. I'll be right back after these commercial messages.
Yeah, I saw that national cheeseburger. That's fucking fire.
Yo, can you guys imagine like one day you just like cruising to the channels and you see all of a sudden Josh Mathis is Devin Haney and he's his baby mom.
Judge Joe Brown's gonna walk in.
He's just gonna get desperate because this motherfucker is gonna be starting like boy,
Bill Haney's gonna be there. He's gonna be representing Devin
he's
Haney.
gonna be the witness.
He's gonna be representing Haney.
No, I think
Yeah.
he's gonna be. Yeah, he's gonna be representing Haney, but I think Haney is gonna be so much of a bitch. He's gonna be the
Bro,
witness.
those motherfuckers want to be on Real Housewives of Atlanta so fucking bad. It's like, dude, y'all don't like what the fuck do they want to be? Because they don't want to be boxers, bro. You dress up like you're a fucking fashionista. You role play Floyd. It's like, dude, you don't want to be a boxer, bro.
Of
Like you
course,
don't
man.
even look like a boxer.
Dude, most of these guys they don't really want to be a boxer, man.
Yeah, it's a means to an end for a lot of these newer. Well, no, I wouldn't want to say newer, but like this fucking crop of fighters in general.
No, in reality, yeah, you're absolutely right. These newer fighters. I mean, I think Devin Haney is one of the guys who has the most fights, and it's because he was fighting in Tijuana for a while, so which I give him respect for that. The little bit of respect I have for him is that. But I mean, come on, man. The
Yeah, because I
motherfucker
mean,
wasn't fighting
like
nobody.
the tiny bit of respect that I do have for him is that, yeah, yeah, you are taking these fights because you could be an even bigger bitch and
Oh
hide
no, yeah,
behind your
definitely.
status.
That's definitely true. He's no bitch. He ain't no bitch.
Yeah, like you're not bitch made in that you're using your status to avoid these fights. Like no, like there aren't too many people looking for a Brian Norman fight. Not that that you're having this fight because you want it. It's a little bit out of necessity too, but it's like at
No,
least
but
at least you're fucking taking it.
no, but let's be honest, man. A lot of these promoters, they're doing the woke shit. So like
Yeah,
they always want to find some sucker, especially knowing that a lot of people these days he's dead. Yeah, at
they're
least for a
DEI
setup.
hires.
Yeah, at least for a setup, like they bring in some unknown Uzbekistan guy. Like, they put it
Yeah,
again like some
I'm ready for
Murtasaliev
this
and
fucking crop of
welterweight.
fighters to go already. Like I'm ready for Abdullah Mason and fucking
No,
Shushu. I'm
but
ready for
here's the
them to
thing,
start getting their shine.
Michael. You're gonna be for the actually for a Riazan, because I think all of these guys they only have but like maybe like 2 or 3 years left. I don't really think they're long for the sport. I don't really think so. Like these guys coming up, they're gonna eat them alive. I
Yeah,
think, bro, one of these guys, like for example, and I don't really think about Kid Austin at all. I don't really think he's nothing. But I think he's one of those guys. Is him, Abdullah, some other guys. I think they're gonna catch one of these guys going out. Like I
I
really believe
understand. I get
so.
what you mean. Yeah,
I
yeah, like on the
predict I'm
back end of their
predicting that
career.
they're gonna retire one of these motherfuckers hella young. I'm predicting that.
Bro, honestly, I genuinely feel that if Brian Norman knocks out Haney, he retires.
No, I don't think so. He has too many bills, man. The lavish lifestyle that they live, man, is not.
Oh well, like
It,
where would he go though? Because
Like,
think about it, he's already
yeah,
burned a lot of bridges. You know what I'm saying? No promoter really wants to promote his fighting style, and
nah,
you're
man.
getting up to a weight where
Oh
you
yeah,
no,
have to
man.
he'll
fight like that,
be
otherwise you will get
Here's the
slept.
thing, though.
he'll
No, but here's the thing, though. You still have a the thing about Devin Haney, you hate him or love him, he still have a decent enough resume that you still can refurbish him for a couple of more fights. And he's a decent athlete, and he's big enough to you know to repackage him for like many fights. Because the thing is, you're always gonna find somebody, a promoter, who's gonna have his turn on this whole. Because after that, everybody's gonna have a little piece of him. Okay, I'm gonna have my boy beat him now, and then I'm gonna have my boy beat him. You know what I mean? And everything will be
Type
behind
shit.
of like a comeback, or like uh, this is like the way he's gonna come back better.
he'll
But
probably
bullshit,
be
they're just
probably
gonna
be
feed
like
him for like the new
They're
he'll
gonna pass
premium
around
crop.
Haney's butt.
nah, he's gonna
Yeah.
probably be like Berlanga with no promoter, free agent. So who's gonna want to pick him up
No,
literally?
trust me. Like he has things that you can still build up, like many, many fighters just of beating Haney. You beat a former undisputed champion, uh, two-way champion. Well, if he beats Brian Norman, three-way
I
champion.
hate that we have to refer to him as a former undisputed champion because it was such a hollow fucking like accolade, bro.
Literally.
Like you won undisputed in the smallest weight class you
Listen,
ever
man.
campaigned
He
in
came from
one
that
fight,
Mayweather school, man.
and
And
that
you know
was
how.
against the only fucking champion you had fought up until that fight with 30 fucking fights. It's
Yep.
like wow, let me call my fucking mother.
Again, man. That that's a that's the marketing they was building around this guy. The way they were building Devin Haney is the same way they were building Mayweather post top rank.
Yeah, it's just that they were looking for the next one right after Floyd. You could see that
Yeah,
they were looking for any kid with a Philly shell and a halfway decent jab from the United States, of course, to be the next Floyd. And it's like that's farcical. Like you're not, whether you like Floyd or not, he was a good fighter and you're not going to get another one. Like no, Floyd is Floyd and let him be Floyd. Stop looking for the next one. It's
Also,
like they
man,
can't
like Devin Haney has some horrible, and I mean horrible body mechanics, man. I mean, shit, man. His coordination is just horrible, man. When he's
yeah,
on the
but
stupid ass Philly show, you can see his fucking head tuck all the way, all the way to the right.
because it's like not impersonating, like you're doing a karaoke version of Floyd, in other words, you know what I mean, like you're doing like a cover album of Floyd, like you're not Floyd, bro, like you're like a Floyd impersonator. Misael said, I think Hearns could have got Haney Catterall or Bottle. Yeah, maybe, but he wants to be free, he wants to be a free agent. That's another area where you see he's mimicking Floyd. Like, you think Floyd broke away from Top Rank and he was just boss hog after that? No, he was basically Oscar's employee because the money that was paying him was Oscar's. He's basically with Golden Boy. Like, he was basically a Golden Boy Promotions fighter. Where did he go right after that? Golden Boy. Bunch of fights over there. That's
And you know what? You know another thing funny, Jules, about that. The Oscar actually has the rights of many Mayweather fights. That's why they're on
yeah,
the zone.
yeah,
And
yeah.
Mayweather's still mad about it.
Yeah, like Floyd. The more time that has passed after Floyd Mayweather's retirement, the more it's kind of obvious that, like, yeah, you're not the businessman they made you out to be when you were active. Because if you were the businessman, well, you wouldn't still be out here fighting. I mean, look, he's about to do the Mike Tyson thing. Y ya se ve lo que él quiere. You're hoping that because the fight is done, you can then go to a broadcaster and pitch it to them. You know that it's not like Netflix is behind it or Amazon or somebody. No, you hurried up and signed the contract so that now you can go to Netflix and say, "Look, we got the fight, pero ¿quién quiere ver esa vaina? I don't want to watch Floyd,
Another
bro." What?
thing is, another thing is like, okay, si tú tienes tanto cuarto, mi loco, why didn't you invest in TKO?
No, verdad.
You wouldn't be, you
Eso,
wouldn't be actually a big contributor to
Manino,
that
ese
shit.
tipo está
Your
haciendo
name
la
wouldn't bring
misma
a lot
vaina.
of people,
Ese
right?
tipo está haciendo la misma vaina de siempre. Así es que tú sabes que you're not no business nothing, bro. You still
You
selling
wouldn't bring.
fights. You're still
Listen,
selling fights.
¿y qué le pasó what was his team? The Mayweather team, Team
The
Money Team,
money
Nah,
Team,
team.
the
sí, the
money,
Money Team.
money,
¿Qué le
money,
pasó?
money
¿Qué le
team.
pasó?
Bro,
¿Qué le-
Leonard turned into Papa Smurf. He's probably wearing dresses somewhere in Vegas or some shit. Like, ese tipo se
Él se puso una
desapareció.
peluca y por ahí.
He hired Richard Schaefer. Remember, after Leonard stepped down, he hired Richard Schaefer to be the CEO. And the next thing you know, no, Richard is over there con Canelo. Like, there's no work for you to do. There's no fighters to manage. There's no cards to manage. There's nothing to do. You know what I mean?
And he's still working with Oscar in up to some level too.
Yeah, I don't really trust Richard Schaefer because I mean not
Nobody should.
because yeah, because Oscar brought him up today, right, on his little ass clap video. But I
Mhm.
was watching the interview of Oscar a couple of years ago, and it made sense. He said that Richard never renewed the contracts to the Golden Boy fighters, right?
Mhm.
The one that stole the fighters was actually Richard Schaefer.
Richard,
And
no, yeah. Richard facilitated the theft of those fighters in the sense
yeah,
that he worked with Heyman to steal the fighters, but the one who facilitated it, yes, absolutely, it was Richard. ¿Por qué tú crees que Richard se fue por PBC right after that? He
yeah,
went.
and
Yeah.
When it formed, he went over there.
no, it was he. Oscar said, well, from Oscar's mouth was that Richard stole the fighters, and then Al stole the fighters from him. Because
No,
if you
pero
think
Well,
about
you know
it,
what? I got a
yeah,
question. What the fuck is PBC's involvement with Turkey? Like,
No, yo lo dije, manín, que lo que es posiblemente is that they're doing another card in New York. The Times Square show was a flop. Eso fue un fracaso. It was
right.
horrible. So who has a lot of experience doing cards in New York and at the Barclays Center? The PBC.
Oh yeah, right.
They do. They do. They have a lot of experience doing that, and maybe Turkey is working with them to the extent that they're the gopher. I asked myself that too. Like, if you're doing a fight with two free agents, because that's what they are, what do you need from the PBC? Undercard fighters, right? Undercard
Okay,
fighters,
okay.
experience promoting. Now, I'm not. there are only so many fights involving any PBC fighter that I would be interested in, right? Like one that I mentioned in the video, Gary Antoine Russell versus Richardson Hitchens. Yeah, I could go for that. I could go
Yeah,
for
that's
that.
some good work.
Adames versus Yanni Beck. Yeah, I could go for that. I could go for that. So I think to that
Pretty decent
extent,
card.
yeah, to the if exactly if you did it that way, yeah, I would buy that card. I would buy that card. Now, realistically, though, I don't think it's gonna do that well. We're hardcores, bro. We're always looking
Yeah,
for
like
a
of course
decent.
we're gonna buy that shit, but the
Yeah,
casual, nah.
Teofimo y Shakur, 80 tabla. I don't see a lot of people
Pero mire,
buying that.
coño. Pero ni yo.
Hey, I don't see a lot of people buying that. De
Ajá,
verdad,
bro.
like y'all need to move away from that. But another separate story, because boxing scene and all the other journalists reported it one way. Eddie Hearn said they asked him about it. Are you going to be involved with the Stevenson Lopez? He said no because they're trying to do it on Netflix. So hey, if they do it on Netflix, it's not a pay-per-view. If they do it on
Right,
Netflix,
that's not bad then.
that wouldn't be bad. Then okay, I could fuck with that. But
You could
80
do some
tabla,
metrics with that.
like you already like, and I think Shakur would win, and I think that it'll be a great victory for him, and I think that
Dang, nigga, I know he's gonna win.
no, yeah, it's more along the lines of that. In spite of the achievement, that's not going to be an exciting fight, though. Like,
No,
it's not
yeah.
going to be an exciting. That's not going to be an exciting
How you
fight.
beat
Like,
Tio isn't exactly a fun fight.
yeah, like it's that. I'm not hyped about that fight. Like to me, I would be more hyped about Adames Yanibek or Antoine Russell versus Hitchens. I want to see some punches get thrown, bro. That's what we're here for. I'm not here for the fence and fiddle. I already know Shakur could beat him, and I think he will beat him. Like I'm 100% sure he'll beat him, but it ain't gonna be fun to watch. It ain't gonna be my Billy Martinez, bro. It ain't gonna be that.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, you see the WBC ordered a rematch?
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah, I'm ready for that.
Now we gotta see if Turkey pays for it, because the reason it all came together in the first place was because Turkey paid for it.
I think Turkey's gonna pay for that, bro.
I hope he does.
That was
I
the
hope
most
he does.
exciting fight of the fucking night, bro.
That was bro. That was better than Ben versus Eubank.
Yeah,
To
I
me,
agree.
that was
Yeah,
better
I
than
agree
Ben versus
completely.
Eubank. So I go for that. Shout out to fucking Junior. I'd like to hop on the panel one day and ask you questions. Here you go, bro. You can hop on right now.
Today's the day, son, bitch.
Today's your lucky day, bro. Come hop on my panel and spin on
Why
it.
the fuck you gotta say it like that, bro?
He's gonna hop on the panel and do tricks on
Nigga
it.
said spit on it.
Spin on it, yo. You know what I'm saying? But you got this Jake Paul, and now that we know, right? Okay, it did 41 million on Netflix, undefeated. Do you think Jake Paul and Javante will surpass that?
No. Fuck
No? No?
no. 41 million? No. Who? Because they were saying that these were the views globally, right? Globally. Who the fucking Czechoslovakia cares about Tank and Jake Paul?
Eso. That's a valid. Que la gente in the UK, because they stay up for the big fights, because of the time zones.
Yeah.
It's hard to imagine que esa gente in Inglaterra is going to be up at 4 or 5 in the morning. Pa esta
It'd be like
mierda.
4 and 5 a.m. over there and shit.
Pa esta mierda. It's not a real fight, bro.
I don't
Nada
know
va
the
a
way. I
pasar.
don't know, cause bro, Jake Paul himself has a very, very big audience, bro.
No, he doesn't.
No,
he
yes,
doesn't.
he does, bro. Like, I don't like Jake Paul, but
No,
yes, he does.
On YouTube está bien. On Instagram está bien. Where it
Yeah.
don't cost you nothing. ¿A dónde estaba esa gente when he just
Boss,
fought Chavez?
Netflix don't cost you nothing, bro. Most of them.
I'm just
them
no.
fucking
I
kids are
dig it.
using
I
that
dig
bad
it. But
shit.
I'm being real that if they fuck with you, it's gonna show up in the numbers. Brody, he just fought Chavez. They didn't even put out a number
but
for that fucking fight.
I mean, come on, way. I don't like Javon Gay either, but he's not a Chavez fool. Come on, the casual don't know who fucking Chavez Jr. is.
So do you think? Okay. So do you think it will do 41 million?
I think it'll be on par way. I think it'll be in the same
Oh,
conversation.
no.
I don't know if it does exact the same numbers or better, but I know it's gonna be in around the same ballpark.
No, it won't. It won't, because football is king here, bro. Football is king. I think the opening for the Cowboys and Eagles, I think it was 23 million. Compare that to Canelo and
Even I
Crawford,
watched
that was
fight. I don't watch
40.
football.
We got Junior on the panel. Go ahead, Junior.
What's up, Junior?
You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
I can hear you.
Hold up real quick. Hold up. Give me
You got a Drew mic.
You got a fucking Drew. He's got some Drew
He
shit
got
going
one of
on.
them Drew mics. Yeah, one of them Drew shits. You know, Drew. He
Nah, it's just right
Drew.
now. It's right now I'm driving and shit, so my fucking car playing fucking working.
I dig it.
It's just now what I was gonna ask you, dude. How do you feel about Janabek versus Bud if that happens in the future? Let's say Janabek beats Adamas.
Oh
in
yeah,
Unit
no,
5.
yeah. No, we were talking about that fight, ¿verdad? And I wondered a little bit. I did used to wonder, pero ya in hindsight, maning, if you could do that to Canelo, you can do that to Janibek because Janibek, he doesn't throw great combinations. Él tira la misma combinación over and over and over. That's why he looked like that with that British dude, Denzel Bentley. So sí, él es grandecito y él es fuerte, pero hey, Canelo was grandecito y fuerte, and Canelo couldn't figure this guy out. Canelo's way better than a Janibek, way better. So
Yeah, and it's not like Yanni Beck's healthy at 160.
To make a long story short, Junior, honestly, or for what this kid just did, bro, I would pick Crawford to beat Yanni Beck. I would. I wondered about it before, but now I'm like, yeah. See, if you can disarm Canelo, you can disarm Yanni Beck. You can disarm him. Fucking
All right,
Denzel Bentley disarmed him.
All right, my other question is because I've been seeing that I've argued with people on Twitter. I mean, I know I shouldn't be doing that because most of you guys don't know shit about boxing, but I had to go back and forth with a Benavidez fan telling me that he would knock out Bivol. I said, all right, give me 5 examples of what he would do to knock out Bivol.
Brody,
And
he could.
He told me the Caleb Plant fight, and I just said, bro, just block me, bro. I don't even want to talk to you.
Yeah, how the fuck you? How is it? Yeah, yo,
Just block me, bro.
fuck it.
Yeah, it is, bro. Like, fuck it. I'm good. Take me out, bro.
I'll take mine to go. All right, let's just get the fuck out of here, bro.
Fucking funny, bro.
Vámonos a la verga.
A year and a half peleó con tres gente, maning. None of which are as good as Bivol. None of them. You fought Plant. You fought fucking David Morrell. You fought fucking El Viejo Vosdick. Not even young Vosdick. You couldn't knock none of them. I don't even, Viejo Vosdick. Like, come on, bro. It's
I think
man.
I think the bad part about too with that Vosdick fight wasn't that Vosdick's first 12-round fight in 5 years too.
Yeah, because the other ones was eso fue gente que no sirven, eso fueron muertos, Uber drivers,
And he went all 12 with that nigga.
Yeah, and he wasn't even hurt. The main thing is he wasn't even hurt. He wasn't even scratched.
Bro,
or
Benavidez
scraped.
couldn't even hurt his feelings.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, Virtuoso, get the fuck out of here with that Bronx ass mic, bro. What the fuck? Motherfucking
I'm muted,
Parkway ass
asshole.
mic, bro.
I'm muted, asshole.
Yeah, and then my
I'm
final
muted,
question to you is,
asshole. The fuck?
I'm gonna ask you because you're older and you've seen it. I didn't get to see. How good was Roy Jones in his prime? I didn't really get to see. I'm a fan of him, but I wasn't there live to see that shit.
The best way to describe Roy in his prime, and what was amazing about him, Roy was not an X's and O's fighter in his prime. That was not he. In other words, what made Mayweather with Roy, it was that he was a physical specimen. He was fast, he was sharp, and he was strong, and he was also unconventional. Roy was not that textbook fighter that everything is off the jab or everything is off a counter. He was just so fast and so strong that nobody at that time could deal with him. So watching him, honestly, it felt like he was unbeatable because of how physically gifted he was. Like, that's one thing that Max
And then he got knocked the fuck out.
That's one thing that Max Kellerman said that was true, that when Roy was on top, nobody was close to him. Like when Roy was pound for pound number one. Whereas when Floyd was on top, Manny was a close second. There was always that conversation was always there. Yeah, Floyd, Manny. When Roy was doing his thing, no, it was just Roy, bro. It's Roy and y'all over there somewhere. Because he was so gifted.
But real quick, I was just gonna say, Jules, there was one time though that when he was a super middleweight, he should have fought guys who were in that division. And I don't know exactly why, whether it was politics or money, he chose not to fight certain guys who were in the division at that time. And then once he went up to light heavyweight, he fought a lot of nobodies on that HBO contract, like Lou DeVal, Richard Grant. Like, come on, like it was crazy. Like the lineup of guys that he was fighting at that time, it was nuts.
Yeah, but also you got to be real that if you go back and you look at the top 10 rank standings of let's just pull out 3-4 years of the top 10 rank standings. Brody, Roy didn't have a rival. He didn't have another Roy ahí for him to be his litmus test. Crawford had Spence. Floyd had Manny. You see what I mean? Sugar had Tommy and Duran and Hagler, and they had each other. Chocolatito, he had Cuadras, y Gallo, y toda esta fucking gente. When Roy was doing his thing, and that's really what set him apart, he was so far away in terms of talent from everybody else that Brody, nobody was, when he was on his shit, I could say nobody was seeing that dude.
Okay,
when he
you're
was on
talking
his
about
shit.
on the pound for pound list, which, okay, that's fine. That's a list. What I'm saying is when he was at 168, I think there was a few guys in that division that
Like
might have
who?
been a test. There was Steve Collins, there was Chris
What are
Eubank
you talking?
Sr., and
I
there was
already,
Nigel Ben.
no, I fucking knew. I knew that you were gonna bring up Steve Collins, but because he beat an old Chris Eubank.
No, but before that, he actually beat a couple other guys. What I'm saying though is that
Steve
at
Collins. No, look,
168,
no,
those
Steve
guys were
Collins.
there, and those
I'm
fights
saying,
never happened.
Wait, is
my
that the
dude,
Democrat?
wait. Look, Steve Collins is not a bad shout, and for what it's worth, Steve Collins, especially at that time, was one of the more solid super middleweights. But you know what it was like back then, bro. Nobody in America was worrying about no fucking Steve Collins, bro. Eso es la verdad. Nadie aquí was worried about Steve Collins or even Chris Eubank. Esa fueron gente que they were grande over there, bro. Over there.
No, I know, but
Julius,
Nigel
let me
Ben
ask-
did fight here, so the American public knew who he was.
Fair enough.
Before we continue, Julius, can you give me a close date when that it was a blockade between America and Europe? When that shit started? Because we were talking about the heavyweight division. Yeah, that was a world division. There was fighters from the UK fighting boxers from America. But when was that shit started? That you have the Conor Ben, the Chris Eubank that just were fighting in the
No.
UK.
The way for you to understand the way that it was, honestly, it's simple. It's in one sentence. American fighters were competing at world level, and everybody else was domestic level.
Yeah.
So you had an insulated box. You had insulated boxing scenes, very small insulated boxing scenes in the UK, in Germany, in Australia to a lesser extent. That dude Thunder from Down Under, Johnny Thunder, whatever the fuck his name was, right? They were very insulated because the Americans were so far ahead of them. Remember, if you're going back in time, America did run boxing. And because Americans were actually good back then. Remember that Olympic team? Ray Mercer, Riddick Bowe, Roy Jones, Meldrick Taylor. Like, bro, motherfuckers had it all. So if there feels like, if you look back and it looks like, oh, there was this distinction between the rest of the world and America, that's because that's how far ahead Americans were compared to them. They were light years ahead of everybody else in terms of boxing. That changed when people start investing in their Olympic program and they're producing better amateurs and they're starting to win gold. That happened gradually over time. Like you saw with the Klitschko brothers. Vladimir is a gold medalist. People tend to forget that. They're like, little by little, you saw the surge in the amateur scene.
I remember that in the 90s. Yeah.
That's what spilled over into the pros, that little by little, Americans are not winning gold medals or medaling as much as they used to.
Early
Foreigners
90s.
Yeah.
Early 90s, wrestling also changed a lot too. America, I remember Ohio State had some of the best, Iowa State had the best like wrestling program, and it started changing a lot. The Eastern Europeans really gained traction in the Olympics.
I would say it's not that there was a blockade, it's that for a period we were light years ahead of everyone, and then they caught up. It's as simple as that. They caught up.
And now boxing is more of a world sport.
That wasn't my question. Okay, do you remember fighters like Chris Eubank and Nigel? But you're not gonna tell me that those fighters could not compete against American fighters. They could have. And then something happened, that the invention of the WBO, that shit was
WBO. All right, you mentioned the WBO. The WBO wasn't even recognized, bro. By the other.
But that's my point. When that shit, why they didn't where didn't fight? Why did they didn't fight?
So Leo, just real quick.
Wait. Before I pass it to you, Ignacio, remember Chris Eubank Jr. out of his own mouth, basically, he a roundabout way saying he knew he couldn't beat Roy. When they all said, you didn't see that interview with Chris Eubank and Roy that they were all sitting down. There was a bunch of people, and so he let you know, like, bro, and come on, though, like, look at those fights, like, bro, nobody was seeing Roy, and the same was true for a lot of other fighters. That there was a period where yes, America produced the best boxers by and large. So if other people chose to stay domestic, it's because they knew they wouldn't make it on world stage. Like, yeah, you're not beaten. Once you go over there to the States, it's gonna get real. You're gonna get beat. That's why they chose not to do that.
Yo, Jules, I have a question for you. Why didn't Gerald McClellan, is that his last name? Or why didn't they fight Gerald? Yeah, why didn't they fight Gerald and Roy?
That's a good question because I honestly don't know.
Well, that's easy. That one's easy to answer, Jules. It's because what's it called? I read a story that Emmanuel Stewart, who had him at the Kronk or whatever, he sparred with Roy, and apparently, from what I read, he didn't like the way fucking McClellan was like coming at him and sparring. Like, I guess according to what they were reporting, it felt like McClellan got the better of Roy, and apparently Roy made that decision. Like, yeah, I'm not fighting this dude. This dude's a fucking animal, and so I'm gonna stay a division above him, so I never have to actually fight him. Like when Roy was at middleweight, and then he moved up to super middleweight. McClellan was at middleweight, and then Roy moved up to light heavy, and then Gerald went up to super. So he always stayed a division ahead of him, so he would never have to fight Gerald McClellan.
So that's his Charlie Burley.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
I wouldn't think he would have beaten him because I seem to recall, like, I think Roy moved up to light heavy like when 96 and 97 around that time.
96.
And I remember he was a super middleweight in 95 when he beat this guy Vinny Pazienza. So they were in the same weight division that same year.
Yeah, but the fact that you fight in Vinny Paz, the Pazmanian Devil, instead of it's like, there's
a lightweight.
There's a question there. There's a question.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about Roy. He was talented as fuck, but there are some dudes on his resume that you're going like, what? Like, who are these dudes?
But I'll just say, look, if gun to my head, Ignacio, do I think Roy would have beat Gerald? Yes. Jim Stories.
Yeah, there's a possibility.
It's the Jim Stories thing, bro. Hergovic beat the shit out of Dubois in sparring in the gym.
Oh, no. What I'm saying is that... No, I know. All I'm saying is that I think Roy chose not to fight certain dudes because he did not want to deal with like the smoke that these dudes were bringing. Like McClellan was a tough bastard. Like he was knocking dudes dead, and he was beating the hell out of other guys. So I think Roy was like, yeah, if I don't have to fight this dude, then I'm not gonna fight him, and that's kind of the approach he took.
It's one thing to say that a guy is more trouble than he's worth. That sounds
that's what he was.
He's more trouble than he's worth. But I'm just saying, gun to my head, if it's Roy versus McClellan in a fucking vacuum, I got Roy.
Okay, now if Roy would have taken that fight against Tyson in 03, who would have won?
Tyson. I honestly believe Tyson. Talking about when Tyson. That was a thing in 2003. That was a proposition. They were really trying to do that. And I know that Mike wasn't everything. It's not in 2003. He wasn't what he was anymore by then. Like he wasn't what he was anymore.
Although he did give us a glimpse of his old self when he knocked out Clifford Etienne in a blink.
Exactly, when he came down on him with that chop and shot. I'm just saying that you fought John Ruiz for a reason, bro. The fight with you and Mike didn't happen for a reason. Real is real. I don't think Mike would have had to hit you but 1 or 2 times to get you out of there, bro. Remember, he only weighed like 201 in the John
Yeah, he
Ruiz
was
fight. Like,
barely a
I don't
heavyweight.
even think he was that high, Jules. I think, if I'm not mistaken, he came in at 191.
yeah,
Yeah, that's what I
like,
heard.
bro, you're not gonna absorb a shot like you fought John Ruiz for a reason. Be real, you know what I mean? And
He fought a
it's a great
cruiserweight.
achievement. It's a great achievement, bro. It's John Ruiz. I think Mike, if you would have fought Mike in 03, he would have got your ass. Yeah, he would, because it ain't gonna take a lot. It ain't gonna take a lot to hurt you, dog. You know what I mean? So yeah, you know, yeah.
Yeah, Ignacio said he was 191. So, okay, now another question: Would if they rematched? If he would have rematched James Toney, Fat James Toney, who would have won that one?
What, like at light heavyweight? Because they fought at 160.
Yeah, like light heavyweight or cruiserweight?
Cruiserweight. Wait, okay. If you're talking about cruiserweight, you got to go with James, because Roy's cruiserweight run was a wash. That's where Enzo knocked his ass out.
Right.
So I would lean towards James if we're talking about cruiserweight, but understand that they were both washed by then. A cruiserweight James Toney is not a great James Toney. If you're talking about light heavyweight, that was Roy's best weight. I would go Roy at light heavy. Yeah, I'll go Roy.
Yeah, James, as great as he was at middle and super middle, by the time he got to light heavy and then eventually cruiserweight, you could see that like a lot of his prime was pretty much gone. Like he was
He relied a lot on
competitive with guys.
athleticism.
He was competitive with guys because he was so good on the inside at slipping, dodging, and moving. So dudes couldn't really touch him in those heavier weights, but you could see his prime wasn't there anymore by the time he got to light heavy and then cruiserweight.
Yeah.
All right.
So if it's at light heavy, Roy. If it's at cruiser, James.
I mean, I don't know if you guys remember, the ones that are old enough to remember, James Toney was fighting on Fox Sports Net at like the Pachanga against fucking nobodies. It was terrible. I was like, good God.
The only good scalp that I even remember James collecting when he moved up was what, old ass Holyfield? And Holyfield was washed by the time they fought. It's like,
You mean a heavyweight or cruiserweight?
I would argue
No, heavyweight.
Yeah, heavyweight. Yeah, that was probably the best. And he did beat Sam Peter.
Oh yeah.
He did beat Sam Peter.
Nigerian
Tiger Giroff at cruiserweight.
Can I
That was a
interrupt
good ass
with this?
Go ahead, Don.
Have you seen the video of Terry Harper working out?
The videos? Yes, I have.
Like the clip, like of her hitting the bag, and she's got the little gray shorts on.
There's more than one clip. There's like pink.
Oh
ones.
yeah. Oh yeah.
I've seen them.
God.
I've seen
my
them.
Lord. Yeah.
I don't know what's better, that or Sandy Ryan doing push-ups. Like
I mean,
in a
those
bikini.
are pretty.
Are you Clavo?
Where's the porn sound when you need it, Jules?
Oh shit! Let me get that joint
let's
out. I gotta
see.
get that joint out. Let
You
me
gotta
see
cue it up.
where is it? Yeah, I fucking can't see a fucking thing, man. Shit. It's fucking orgasm. There it is. There it is. Is that it?
Yes!
Oh, that's McRyan.
That's the short one. That's the short one. I want the long orgasm. Where's the long orgasm? There it is.
No, we can see it.
Done?
But yeah, man, but you know she always had that. You know that, right? She was always
But
built.
I just love. It's been lately. It's been in one of my feeds, and I'm like, oh, this is great. This is.
Just be honest. You rubbed one out already, didn't you? Come on.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that was
Come on,
that
Don.
was like this morning already. You know? Like, dude, come on. Usually in the shower and then at night before bed. So.
Before brushing my teeth.
Exactly.
Oh, shit, you know what I'm saying? She
Damn,
is
before
hitting that
brushing your teeth
bag.
is wild.
You know what I'm saying? But shit.
Alright.
You know, for those that just joined, you know, what y'all think about Virtuoso? What you think about Oscar's ass clap Thursday? Still talking shit?
Oh yeah, I think that was just a really funny one, man. I think the clips that he inserted, paused into that episode was really good.
I mean, like, I just don't know how he has the nerve to talk shit. I can't get over that. Like, Brody, you got wild problems to be talking shit about Canelo. Yeah, Canelo got his ass beat, but he made 150 mil getting his ass beat. That's more than your whole budget for the year, bro.
Dead
Don't worry
ass.
about him. You ain't gotta
Yeah.
worry about him. Like he cool. Like he's
Yeah,
And that was
and he
only
should have.
one fight. He has 2 fights this year.
He
Yeah,
lost.
he's Oscar's just
He
mad
lost to a
because of the way fucking
lightweight.
Canelo left him. That's all this is. If
And
Canelo
he's
had never
talking about
fucking broken up with him, I don't think he acts like this.
He's
right,
fighting
and he's
this
talking
guy
about
coming
Turkey should
up from
fight his
lightweight.
matchmakers.
Oscar's just a
Fire your
scorn
own
bitch.
matchmakers.
Canelo's a natural 175 pounder.
Yo, and he keeps talking about fucking Dana White that like you're bringing up the Ali act, and it's so silly that I can't do a segment on it because of how silly it is. That before you worry about Dana White screwing fighters, how many fighters that have fought under Golden Boy say that same shit about you, fam? Motherfucking Mosley said that shit. Canelo said that shit. Marquez said that shit. Ryan is said like, bro, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, doesn't he
Yeah, like
still
are all
collecting
these
money?
fighters lying?
No, I think Virtuoso. I think he did pay Golovkin eventually.
Okay.
It took like 3 years though, bro.
Yeah, he held on to whatever he owed him. That's for sure.
It's just I just don't see what does he get out of talking shit or saying things that apply more to him than they apply to Dana. Like Dana ain't stealing nobody money. He just ain't paying motherfuckers much. You see what I mean? He just don't pay motherfuckers much. But you steal from motherfuckers, bro. That's a part of why Canelo left your ass. Because you backdoor your
Like
fighters.
it's one thing. It's
No,
one thing.
listen,
It's one thing if he's hoeing his fighters by not paying them what they feel they deserve. It's a whole different thing if you owe them these wages and you're garnering them and not giving them to the fucking fighters. That is wrong.
No, but you were wondering what Oscar gets out of all of this. You have to understand something. Some people said that some of these boxers, very good boxers, they are not good with the camera. They're not good promoting themselves. They don't have the personality. That's fair. Me personally, I like when they are not good with the camera because most of the time, when someone is so good with the camera, someone feels so comfortable behind the mic, and they want to talk to the people every time. Most of the time, they are not very good in the head. So Oscar is clearly an attention whore, and some people misunderstand that. Like, no, this guy is great with promotion. No, you are just insane. You're just crazy, and you're gonna say anything because you want people to talk about you. That's it. It doesn't matter if what you're saying makes any sense. Because it's
you hit the nail on the head.
Yeah, because it doesn't make sense. You have a glass ceiling. You should not be fucking walking that glass ceiling. Every accusation you make about everything you can make about yourself is clearly something wrong about you.
Yeah. Leo, every accusation is a confession from Oscar.
Every accusation or every critique that he hurls at someone else applies more to him than them. Like, yeah, Canelo lost. Canelo, if he retires right now, he retires with 3 losses. Don't you have like 5? You got like 5, right?
He's projecting his insecurities, bro.
6 fucking.
Yeah, I
should be 7. Should be 7 to Felix Sturm.
And half the fights.
It's fair to say by now that Canelo might lose. He might lose again. But it's never gonna lose like you, motherfucker. You lost against fucking Hopkins.
Eso es lo que es, coño, que nobody folded up fucking Canelo like you got folded up by Trinidad. Nobody beat Canelo like the way you got beat by fucking
Man, quit on his fucking stool, bro. Canelo's never done that.
You know what I'm saying? Hablando mierda. Canelo could still beat motherfuckers, whereas you needed a gift over Felix motherfucking Sturm from Germany. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah, and that was fat Oscar De La Hoya because that motherfucker had a stomach when he beat him.
Want to be
That's
ashamed
what
of yourself.
people don't recognize about Canelo is that, bro, it took truly great fighters to beat him.
And it's 3 losses in 60-something fights is the other thing. You know how many, this dude fought 60-something times, bro. The fuck?
We're not
Been
gonna sleep
fighting
at
since he 15. Like, bro,
He had 40 fucking fights by the time he was in his
well,
20s,
that's
bro.
why I can't hate on that dude. I can't hate on that dude. Like, nah, that dude didn't have it easy. Fuck is y'all talking about? That dude did not. He didn't come up in an easy era. He didn't have it easy. He's not physically gifted. Like, the dude is 5'7", bro. He's not a big guy, but he did. Look at what this 5'7", if he ain't 5'8", motherfucker was able to do. 4-weight world champion, unified, 2-time undisputed, $150 fucking million for one fight. Fuck out of here, B. You wish, Oscar. That's why your bitch ass is really mad. You fucking wish, bro. Shout out to Canelo. I'll be right back after these commercials.
Then you got to remember, bro, that's one fucking fight. He had 2 this year. He easily cleared 200 million this year, bro.
Yeah, man. And I have to go back to the fucking matchmaking comment about Turkey. I mean, Brody, Turkey puts these fighters in a fucking meat grinder, in a blender, when they step up. Him, on the other hand, he treats his fighters with kid gloves. Like, how many like just gimme fights has this guy Virgil Ortiz or Ryan Garcia's been in before they stepped up?
All of them.
We've seen lots of them against no hopers.
Yo, what do you
Can
call
you
it?
even
Yo,
say that they really stepped up?
not really. You can't say that.
Like, who did Ryan step up to? Gervonta?
That's about it. Oh, Devin, but you know.
Well, I mean, if you really think about it, though, I mean, not to defend fucking Ryan, he does have the win over Oscar Duarte. That shit looks a lot better now than that motherfucker.
Do you
beat.
remember how he looked in that fight?
I know, but what I mean is he won. That's all I'm saying. He has a win over a guy.
Man, that,
He hit him with the.
Duarte's at welterweight,
I'm
right?
not letting you get away with
No,
that, bro.
Duarte's a junior welter right now.
No,
Oh,
Ignacio,
junior welter.
Dude,
But yeah, he's gonna be a welterweight soon.
Yeah, he's too big to stick around at 40.
Let me say this.
I would love to
that
see him
motherfucker-
fight Norman.
That
Wait a
motherfucker
minute,
hit him
wait a
with a sexy left hook of death, man.
Wait a minute, Ignacio. You have been caught by Oscar de la Hoya, brilliant promotion, just now, because you're giving me credit for Oscar Duarte, wasn't accomplished. Not only hasn't accomplished nothing on the sport, he fought them 2 weight classes of his original weight because he missed the fucking weight. Ryan Garcia missed the weight at that moment, and he ended up fighting at super lightweight.
No, I understand. I understand what you're saying, Leo. The only reason I'm saying that he does have a win over a guy who's actually ascending, who's actually proving that he's actually a legit guy. Like, he's not fighting. I mean, I'm not giving him credit for like Javier Fortuna or some of these other fucking dudes he beat. But the Oscar Duarte win is actually, he beat a guy who eventually is going to probably contend for a belt, in my opinion. I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong, but all I'm saying is he has a win over one legit guy. I'm not sitting here saying Ryan is great, because he's not. I'm just saying he does have one win where he could say, well, I beat a guy who's fucking legit. Like, they're not all tomato cans I knocked over.
Yeah. What you are saying is Ryan Garcia, the contender, has a victory against Oscar Duarte, a contender.
Yeah, right now that win is it's aging better, is all I'm saying. I'm just saying that he has a win that he can point to and be like, look, I beat a guy who is legit. I mean, I'm not sitting here saying that him beating Javier Fortuna or Francisco Fonseca are aging well. Those are terrible right now. I'm just saying the one guy on his ledger that he can point to that legitimately is a guy is Duarte. That's it.
Okay,
that's all I'm saying.
We're gonna be fair. I don't think, in the case of Ryan Garcia, I don't think we can blame Oscar for Ryan Garcia.
No, that's his fuck up. That's him and his management.
Yeah, because you are never should have fought Gervonta Davis under those circumstances, and that took a lot of momentum of your career, really. Because the Devin Haney fight was like you won, quote unquote, but that shit got overturned and put a lot of bad press on you because you pop out.
Yeah, Oscar, the crazy part was Oscar was trying to be the voice of reason, and Ryan and his manager told him to go fuck himself. So, Ryan is the one who did it to himself.
Yeah, but that's in the case of Ryan. In the case of Virgil, nah. Because I understand that Canelo at one time he has his Matthew Hatton, he want to try to against that guy, and he has a Shane Mosley and some other guys that really they weren't shit. But dude, at this point, Virgil at least he should have won a Bacon title. Not even that has. He had opportunity.
No, yeah, like what's it called? Like Joel said, Merrigan and his dad are killing his career right now. They're literally fucking shooting him in the foot. Like you said, he should have won a belt by now, and instead he's still fucking trying to work his way up the ladder. Like what the hell?
Yeah, or at least
when he's an interim champion with the WBC, which shouldn't even be the case because they should have been consolidating those titles.
I understand it. At some point, I understand what Oscar is saying. That you should have fought Crawford when you were at welterweight, but you will have lost most likely that fight. And after that, I don't know if you will come back because if Terence Crawford is going to beat you, it's not only going to beat you, it's going to
mess you up.
Really, it's gonna fuck you up. So, yeah, I understand. You and your promotion didn't want to fight Crawford, but Fortuna, come on, it's Fortuna. It's not that serious. O sea, I mean, Fundora. It's Fundora. It's not that serious. It's not Crawford. You don't want to fight that.
Shut the fuck up, Leo.
Okay.
Yo, my question to you, Jules, why didn't he press Fundora to be a unified champion?
Leo. No te lo voy a decir, manín. Yo lo dije. I have a theory. Samson Lukowicz, he does business with Oscar. They co-promote Gabby Fundora, ¿verdad? For me, they made a decision behind the scenes. Que mira, we're not going to get Virgil to bother Sebastian. We're going to let Sebastian reign. Y lo que yo opino, after Sebastian fights Keith Thurman, right? If they actually do fight, he's going to move up after that. And who's in line for the belt? Virgil. They made an agreement to not fight. Like, no, I'm going to have one or two defenses, then I'm going to move up, and you can have the belt. That's why he didn't press him. And it's very obvious, you know? The other shit that I just got excited about, if you look on the Samurai card, Kenshiro's moving up. And he's going to fight Wilibardo Perez Garcia, whatever the fuck his name is, the IBF guy. And we're going to get, because I have Kenshiro winning that fight. I think he's going to beat that guy. And we're going to get Bam versus Kenshiro. I like that. I like that better than Wilibaldo. Like, fucking Willy Wonka,
I like
whatever.
That shit gets me hard, man.
Fucking hard, man. Think it's hard.
Have you seen Willy Wonka?
Willy... Bro, ese tipo ya tiene like 4 losses, bro.
That nigga call him Willy Wonka.
Willie Nelson already has
Willie maintains.
The chocolate good. Is the factory still on top?
I'm saying, like, the dude already got like 4 losses, bro. The only reason ese tipo tiene un cinturón is because Puma was going to go into the rematch with Kazuto, so he couldn't satisfy his mandatory, so they gave the belt to that guy. That's the only reason he has a belt. Yeah, that's the only reason he has a belt. Remember,
Puma dropped it?
Puma, remember, Puma versus Ioka 1 was for the WBA and the IBF, right? The first one. Yes. They negotiated the rematch, but he had a mandatory in the queue. So to go through with the rematch, he had to drop the IBF. Now all he has...
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Now all he has is the WBA. I got Bam beating him. It's going to be a great fight, but I got Bam beating him. And Bam and Kenshiro, yeah, that's going to be a motherfucker. That's a fight of the year. Bam and Kenshiro. Kenshiro know how to do 2 things. Get punched in his face and throw punches. That dude don't know what defense is, bro. His offense is his defense. Him and Bam, oh yeah, that's going to be a motherfucker. That is going to be a motherfucker.
Hey, Jules, do you think he's washed? Do you think ever since his, what was that dude's name? Sergio Akuya, Yuri Akui, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think ever since then he's... Yeah. Do you think ever since then he hasn't looked as good or no?
No. Kenshiro has always been a fundamentally flawed fighter. Kenshiro has always been flawed. His defense was never good. He's a take one to give one guy. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. In his last fight, shit didn't work. You know what I mean? And you hurt that motherfucker because I was watching it while I was in the gym. You hurt that motherfucker and you let him off the hook. You hurt that motherfucker. You should have put it on him. You know what I mean? But Kenshiro was never a guy. Kenshiro was never gonna walk through the water without getting wet, bro. That dude get hit and he get hit hard a lot. So yeah, it's not that he's washed. He just is what he is, and he been that way. I fuck with him though because he don't be in boring fights.
I think the craziest thing I've seen though with the Americans, how like they put Benavidez over Conchero on the pound for pound list.
Yeah,
I mean, I thought that shit was crazy.
And it makes no. Tu no ves que the things that they reward one fighter for, they ignore in another fighter. That look, you could think Kenshiro's flawed, that he's not perfect, but he is more accomplished than David. He has a better resume than David. He's been a unified champion at 2 weights. Yeah, he's a good fighter.
Well, they'll never admit he has a better resume than David because they don't know anybody.
No, because David is unbeaten. Eso la vaina en America. As long as you're unbeaten and some homo is jerking off to your poster, oh no, he's pound for pound number 7. Number 6.
I think the craziest thing the other day too, I got into it with the Benavidez fan, and the usual suspects came out and they told me that I don't know shit for boxing. I said, all right, bro. I said we compare resumes. I said, look, let's compare. Let's say Sergio Uriacuy versus fucking Caleb Plant. Come on, bro. That's not even like a comparison. Or do Cali Zales.
Manin, te lo voy a decir. They don't watch those weights. Like tú no estás hablando con gente seria. Eso es lo que yo estoy diciendo. Esa no son gente seria. You're not having a good faith conversation where, okay, we have a middle ground. We know as much about Kenshiro as you do, so we can debate, right? It's not like that.
Yeah.
Because they don't know nothing about Kenshiro. Oh, no, él tiene que ser una basura. Tiene que ser una basura because we don't fucking know anything. That's the way they are with all fighters, bro.
And
they used to be that way. They used to be that way with Inoue. So it's the same.
And
I'm
then
gonna get my coffee. I'll be right back.
Was they fucking caught that dude a bum, Yabuki? Is it Yabuki his best one? I forgot his name. That dude's fucking a really good fighter at 112. I think it's Yabuki. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up real quick. But yeah, they were saying that Andrade is a better fighter than him. I'm like, yeah, no fucking way you're saying it's the straight face.
At the end of the day, it's not necessary. Like you can I don't know why you like Andrade, but whatever. You can like Benavidez and all these other guys that haven't accomplished nothing in the sport. You can root for them. But if we're talking about all-time greats, pound for pound, those are pundits discussions. Those are boxing nerds discussions. You don't need to be part of this discussion. You can root for them, but go there and try to give them so much credit is not necessary. What are you doing? Do you feel bad that you root for a fighter that ain't done nothing? That's the whole issue. Because with the David Benavidez, to me, that's crazy. That someone were talking about him that.
Hey guys, I gotta head out. Leo, suck it easy, all right?
Okay.
Peace, talk.
No, but it's crazy that people refer to him as a unified interim champion. Why do you need to do that? At some point, now it's a WBC champion, but before it was the interim unified world title. That shit doesn't exist. That shit doesn't mean nothing.
Leo, but then you got to remember, you're talking about a promotional company that has no shame. That's what they do. That's the same company that years ago was fucking showing all of their guys who had belts at welterweight, but they never bothered to show Terrence Crawford. So that's who you're working with, is that kind of company.
Yeah, Terrence Crawford, if you let Terrence Crawford, remember at that time it was welterweight and light middleweight. Those were mostly PVC divisions.
Right.
If you let Terrence Crawford run through all those fighters, PVC will be. They would have been out of the sport. But
yeah, they would have been out of business.
Yeah, because Crawford beats all of them. I don't think nobody at that time, not even now, they said a chance against Crawford. So was that face their demise?
Yeah, they knew their guys were not on the level of guys on other promoters' rosters, so that's why they never had them dudes go outside of the PBC to fight anybody. That's how all those guys defended their belts, but only against guys in their PBC world. They never really went out of their world to defend their belts. I mean, the only guy you can make a claim tried to do that was Sean Porter, and he lost to Kell Brook. So yeah, so
what do you call it? Isn't PBC like 4-23 versus Top Rank or some shit like that?
some shit like that. I think Rick Glazer put that stat out that like when PBC fights Top Rank and other promoters as guys, they're like 5-24 or some wild shit like that. I was like, God damn. So
The thing about it, it's believable though, because we've seen PBC fighters get folded in the past.
yeah, like most of their dudes when they fight guys,
Wilder.
yeah, most of their dudes when they fight guys from other promotional companies, their guys usually lose.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So I mean, you know,
Yeah, but you probably already watched one of the Julius's videos about Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson's fighting and being under the PBC banner. I'm not really satisfied with Julius's explanation about why the PBC is involved.
wait, what? Why are they involved? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
I don't get it either.
Yeah, how does that make sense? Neither guy. I thought both guys were free agents. How does the PBC come into play?
No, but they're gonna fight. Turkey is gonna bankroll the fight, and they're saying that it's a PBC show.
What?
Yes.
That makes no sense. Like
I know, but Julius is saying basically that look, Turkey has been working with Top Rank, with Matchroom, with Queensberry. Honestly, it's time for the PBC to kiss the ring and work with the Turkey also. But I'm not really satisfied because if you're talking about using somebody's fighters, yeah, you're gonna use the expertise of the other promotional companies, but in the case of the PBC, who are you gonna use? Because Al Heyman is not really a promoter; he's an advisor. So
yeah, I mean the guy that promotes all their cards right now is that guy Tom Brown.
Yeah.
But who do they have right now outside of Tank and fucking Benavidez? Who does the PBC have that anybody would want to see? I mean, maybe Carlos Adames, but even then, like, there's nobody really else. Like, nobody's trying to watch Lara fight. Nobody's trying to watch Keith Thurman fight. I guess you could put Fundora in the mix, but that all depends on who they would have him fight at 160. But then, like, after that, the cupboard is bare, Leo. Like, they don't have nobody. Like, their dudes, all the guys they had years ago are all fucking fighting on pro box shows because they're terrible.
Yeah, but this move doesn't even make sense in that regard because I understand with Kid Thurman and Fundora because those are PBC fighters. Even if you go all the time on pay-per-view, okay, but those are their shows, those are their fighters. Shakur Stevenson, as far as I know, is not a PBC fighter, neither is Teofimo. So what's the point?
Yeah, no, they were both free agents and neither one ever fought for the PBC. So that's really fucking strange that Turkey is trying to line them up with the PBC.
Teofimo is a free agent by now?
Yeah, like, what was it? I think his last fight under the Top Rank contract was the Josh Taylor fight. Because sorry. No, it wasn't that one. Wasn't it the Claggett fight?
Yeah, the Claggett fight.
Yeah, the Claggett fight had to be the last one.
Because after the Claggett fight was the fucking Arnold Barboza fight. And that wasn't
there you
Top
go.
Rank. That wasn't Top Rank.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
King
yo,
of the
Jules,
North
is Bakram still under PBC or no? Or no, he's
Bakram
no
was
PBC
never
anymore.
Bakram was never really under PBC. Bakram is a main events fighter. That's Kathy Duva, and he's managed by Aegis Climas. But because main events doesn't have a broadcast partner, they're basically like a booking agent. He was never really a PBC fighter. You understand? He was never really one of. Exactly. They were leasing him. Like, well, your promoter don't got no motherfucking don't broadcast deal. And the only reason PBC was sort of involved is because he was Jermel's mandatory. So all that time from when he fought Jorge Fortea in 2019, he became the IBF mandatory. Jermel didn't have the belt yet. Who had it in 2019? Jason Rosario, I think he had it.
Julian Williams had it.
Julian Williams had it after he beat Jarrett Hurd. Then Julian loses it to Jason. Jason loses it to Charlo. While all of that is going on, the only reason Bakram was loosely tied to the PBC was because en eso año, they were paying him to step aside. All that, like, it was like 2 or 3 step aside deals.
Or he was fighting on the off TV undercard.
Yeah.
Because the only reason why I asked, because I was thinking about it. If he's tied to the PBC, and I know they won't do it, or he won't do it, I was gonna say, why don't they make a unification match between Fundora and Bakram? But I already know Bakram ain't gonna do it. Well, not Bakram. I know Fundora ain't gonna do that shit.
It's very fucking obvious what it. It's very fucking obvious why they won't do that, bro.
Yo, real quick, Buzz. Since we're on the subject of the PBC, right? You guys heard about a hearing that took place in California surrounding TKO and the UBO?
Yeah.
So I heard that Tom Brown wrote a letter because he wasn't able to attend, that he was in support of it. Now, this is just me, but is it possible that the PBC wants to apply for UBO status?
That's possible, but there are when I read the article like a month and a half, maybe 2 months ago, there are requisites to starting up your own UBO that I don't think they can afford.
Right.
No, that's why I keep saying that the people complaining about this, it's a lot ado about nothing, because most people do not have the ingredients to start their own UBO. And one of the main ingredients is money. There has to be a reason. There has to be a reason for fighters to fight away from regular boxing, where you have a chance, maybe it's not a good chance, maybe it is, to make a lot of money. There has to be a reason for you to sign up to a UBO. And a part of it is the stability that TKO provides, right? We saw what the pay scale was. The pay scale actually isn't that bad. It's just that everybody thinks about things in terms of what Shakur is making, what Keyshawn is making, what Crawford is making. When 90% of boxers don't make that, they don't make that. So the pay scale that they leaked, it's like, no, that would be a good pay scale for a Madrimov, for a Callum Walsh, for a Sergey Boich. Yeah, that would be a good pay scale for them. So you talking about them B and C and D tier fighters that, like, yeah, that UBO could be a good fit for them. And that's probably why Pro Box got beef with them. They're like, you gonna take the fighters, because I ain't trying to hate on Pro Box. I like Pro Box, but like, you not gonna see no A-level fighter on Pro Box. You not.
No,
because they're not gonna ever pay that kind of money.
But you know what?
Money to pay.
Sometimes you see some of the best fights on Pro Box, despite them not being A level.
No. What country? What do I always say? 2 B levels or 2 C levels make for a great fight.
Yeah,
2 B level
Country, Pro Box is this generation's Friday night fights. That's what they are.
You're talking to the Pro Box shell, man. So
yeah.
I mean, they're kind of like minor league baseball. Like you get some people that were in the higher level, they get bumped down, but they still have like redeemable value, and that's what's important about the sport. That you got to keep these guys around, just to keep them entertained.
Yeah, like I don't mind Pro Box, and that's why I'm not against TKO. Because it doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to be like Shakur and Teofimo. Por ejemplo, esa pelea cuesta mucho dinero, but you and I both know it's not going to be a good fight. It's not going to be a good fight to watch. Whereas if you get 2 guys they're not all that known and they don't make that much, como Pitufo Diaz and Sugar Nunez, that was a great fight. That was a great fight. It wasn't a big fight, but it was a great fight. And TKO can bring you that, though. If they get those guys, nobody wants them, ¿verdad? The hot potatoes, they're gonna make those hot potatoes fight each other. So I don't give a
Right.
fuck if it's for a WBC or not. Bro, I don't even fucking care. I don't care
And
about
here's
that
another
shit.
thing. Here's another thing. I hear a lot of people complaining about TKO, all the rankings and all that stuff. I heard it like there was a debate between Joe Habib and Maestro when it came to this topic, right? And what I learned from Joe Habib, he basically told me that he said that well the UFC they delegate that responsibility of the rankings to an independent panel of writers because they have MMA journalists that follow the sport deeply. They
Mm-hmm.
know who these guys are, and so they get hired by them to set up the rankings. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
thinking, okay, so Zuffa Boxing does the same thing. I'm guessing since they're working with Turkey Al Sheikh, they might use the ring panel for that.
Yeah, they might use because anecdotally they can go off the ring magazine when they form this thing and they're getting off the ground and they've got their pool of fighters. They're gonna use the rankings that are around to categorize those guys. You know what I mean? They're gonna use BoxRec. Yeah, tenuously they are. Ring Magazine, the alphabets to see who's who to just establish a pecking order. And once they've got it, it's going to be tournament format. It's going to be a process of elimination because you're talking about a bubble where it's really just about 150 fighters. In the greater scheme of things, that's not a lot of guys. And TKO isn't going to have every weight class, remember? They're only going to have
Right.
certain ones. So
Right.
it's going to be tightly knit. And my main thing is, look, I don't care about a lot of shit. If the fights are good, that's all I care about. If you got Sergey Boachuk and Israel Madrimov, for example, or Danny Yaryelusinov, yeah, I would like to see them fight. In regular boxing, it's not going to happen because nobody wants them. And the money that they would want, well, only a few people are going to give it to them. Whereas if those fighters can go to TKO and have a regular schedule of fights and the chance to earn more money fight by fight as they progress, it doesn't have to be a bad thing. And look at how dry boxing is whenever Turkey's not doing a show. We need something extra. So I'm for the TKO shit. Like, yeah, let's see if it's good. It might be good. It might not.
Hey, Jules.
You know what would be smart of them is if a lot of the smaller organizations have like a lot of fighters. If they all banded and worked together to increase their numbers, they could compete more that way.
The problem with TKO and that, like, it's not a bad idea, country. But remember that TKO is attempting to act as both a promotion and a managerial outfit. So those smaller ones, like let's say Dimitri Salita, OTX, right? Or those even smaller promoters on the chicken gizzard circuit, that's not going to fly with TKO. Because TKO is the management and the promotion. It's all in one. Go ahead,
Right.
Junior.
I was gonna ask you, did you think that he was a coward for doing that at the press conference? I think Sean Zettel, like
I don't
that
think
fucking
he's-
ambush tactic.
I don't think what he did was cowardly. I think he has an ulterior motive because of his affiliates, because of who he's aligned with. That's what that really was. I'm not going to call Sean a coward, but I do believe that he has professional relationships, and that's where that question came from. Because I reiterate, the literature has been out for a while. For the people that are so worried about the Ali Act, just one thing: Lani Ali, Ali's ex-wife, she likes the proposal. She says it's good. They have her blessing. So what the fuck is everybody worried about? Then common sense the thing. Most fighters, I'm talking about 99%. You understand? It's that much. 99% of boxers are not going to fight under a UBO. 99%. 150. Call the roster 150 out of how many active boxers around the world? What's that going to be?
Probably like 3,000-4,000.
Right? So
Yeah.
what's that going to be? 3%?
Like, yeah, less than 5%. Yeah.
They're worried about. Lo que eso fue is they want to deter what's really going on here. The active promotional outfits in the sport of boxing want to defame Dana White to the boxers so that they don't sign to him because they want to be able to use them and fuck them and throw them around. Now, Sean, that's not his skin in the game. Sean's buddies, they'll use him to ask a question like that. When Sean, there's nothing to worry about. It's one UBO, one. And the other thing is, it's not like it's Dana White's baby. It's really Turkey Al Sheikh and Nick Khan's baby, and they're just using you to run it. Does Turkey underpay fighters? Is Turkey jerking people? No, he overpays fighters. So what are you worried about?
Yeah, you don't hear nobody saying that Turkey's fucking making payments to guys on their purses.
Right? Now
Like that's crazy.
Wait, that's crazy.
Sean was a big PBC guy, and I hate to come back to them, but it's like, Brody, if you really cared about the Ali Act, you wouldn't have missed that much. There were some brazen violations to the Ali Act that have been all in front of you. That if you really cared about that shit, you wouldn't have waited until now to start bitching about it.
Fucking Wilder and Heyman, right? Isn't Wilder Heyman the biggest one? Like 100 million decline or some shit like that?
That's the most publicized one, but I believe that the worst one is Adam Kovnowski. To me, that's the worst one. Why?
Oh, God, that poor guy.
The way he ended up is so fucked up that, Brody, he stood to make $6 million and the chance to fight for 3 titles. Would he have won? No, he would have lost. But that would have been better than losing to fucking Robert Hellenius for a few $100,000 and being ruined after that.
Oh, shit.
That, to me, that's the worst.
Oh, he went out?
Wait, Jules, is that worse? Is that worse than King Kong turning down the $7 million that he was offered?
Is the King Kong one is bad, right? All of that happened around the same time. The King Kong one is bad, but at least he got to box Wilder on pay-per-view. Remember, he boxed Wilder again on pay-per-view. Was he going to get... look, do you think the PBC paid Luis Ortiz $6 million? No. So, yeah, it's bad, but Kovnowski's worse because that was his only chance to touch that kind of money. Only chance.
Wow, they fucked him like that. That's insane.
Bro, that's and he turns down that fight, right? And they did a cleanup job on it. I remember the very first article, and Keith Connolly was his manager at the time. And what Keith Connolly said was, no, we can't fight AJ because we got a date on FS1. They didn't want to say who the opponent was because if they would have said it then, it would have been very obvious you're violating the Muhammad Ali Act. Chris fucking Areola, you turned down AJ and $6 million and 3 alphabet titles to fight Chris fucking Areola on FS1.
Was it Chris Areola? I thought it was Robert Hellenius. That's when he got his
that was later. Yeah. When he initially takes his name out of the hat, they said, yo, he got a fight coming up. The fight wasn't even right away, Virtuoso. It was way out there. And it's like, okay, who is it? Chris Areola.
Yeah. So where was Sasha Toe's outrage when Bud Crawford did that IG live saying like, yo, I'm getting no guarantees and I want to see the books, and motherfuckers didn't invoke the Ali Act then.
I mean, like I said, it's very obvious with a guy like Sean. Like I don't want to trash the guy, right? I firmly believe that he said what he said because of his affiliations. You want to make Dana White look bad. That's what you're doing. But the reality is, and I'm not going up to bat for Dana for liking Dana. No, he did things through the proper channels. That's what he's doing. He's not jerking anybody. He's going through the proper channels. There are only a few revisions to the Ali Act, and they are all in the spirit of being able to form a UBO. That's it. Unless you're in a UBO, you have nothing changes. Nothing changed.
All they wanted to do was amend the act so they could carve out a space to do their own business without the sanctioning bodies involved.
Exactly.
That doesn't even sound bad. I mean, from what I'm hearing, what the PBC's done, I mean, they've done so much more damage. I mean, than what Dana White wants to do. I don't see
the service that a UBO could provide, because people underestimate how many active boxers there are around the world. There are a lot of active boxers around the world, and the vast majority of them will never see the money that a Stevenson makes, that a Lopez makes. They won't. This UBO is a lane for them. I'm not trying to sell it to nobody, but who would benefit from this? Because most boxers don't have sponsors. Most boxers don't have corporate sponsorships. They don't got patches on their trunks. They don't got nobody doing nothing. Most boxers. For them, that UBO would be a godsend. You get to make 6 figures per fight, and if you keep going up, you get to make more than that. You know who you're going to fight. You know when you're going to fight, and you're covered. That's something that most boxers actually don't have. A lot of boxers don't be knowing when they gonna fight. A lot of them never. Everybody looking at the dudes that's with a big time promoter. Yeah, the Keyshawn Davis knows. Yeah, they know. But the Bam knows. But most boxers ain't them. A lot of the time, boxer don't know when the fuck he gonna fight. He don't know what the fuck he gonna make. So for them, this UBO could be a godsend. Now, what I found funny is I knew the whole time. You could go to every video I did about it. This is gonna be for B, C, and D tier fighters. That's who it's gonna be. They're not. Remember what they were saying at the time. Remember Lou DiBella? Oh yeah, you guys are the fucking middleman now, bro. They're not gonna run the sanctioning bodies out of business. They're not gonna be competition for Matchroom, for Top Rank, for any stat. They're not gonna be competition for them. What it is UFC Fight Pass on steroids. It's UFC Fight Pass with a bigger budget. That's what it's gonna be. But you can't take over boxing with B, C, and D tier fighters.
Yeah,
that's what TKO is going to be.
You know, other problems that these fighters are facing, you know, that's going to change now because I'm sure you know that Zuffa Boxing is going to announce a new TV deal. So most likely probably CBS.
It could be CBS or it could be ESPN because I heard ESPN is in the running too. We'll see. We'll see. But like I said, you can't take over boxing with that. But that's going to be for us, bro. Us degenerates, us hardcores, that we just want to see two guys punch each other in the face really fucking hard. For me, what I'm hoping is, hey, sign some girls. Sign some girls. Yeah, sign some girls. I want to see fights. I don't care if it's the A level, the pound for pound. Because look, you had a whole card in Times Square with nothing but familiar faces, and it was a fucking dud. It was a dud.
Dog shit.
You saw the two guys that gave us the best fight. Look, I love Crawford. He's an amazing fighter. But the best fight of the weekend wasn't Crawford versus Canelo. It wasn't.
Nope, it was Billy and Lester.
Rock'em sock'em, baby.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you, in your opinion, who do you think who won that fight? I had him Billy winning that fight.
I see more of an argument for my honest opinion. I see more of an argument for Billy to win that fight than Lester, but I understood the draw. If you're watching Mobili's work in the pocket, a lot of that shit is not even really getting in. A lot of it is activity for the sake of activity. You're landing on his gloves. You're throwing a 3-4 punch combination where maybe 2 punches got in.
And he was more worn.
But the argument for Mobili to win is he was consistent. The whole fight, he was consistent. Like, the whole fight, he's coming forward. The whole fight, he's putting Lester on the ropes. The whole fight, he's throwing combinations.
Yeah,
and even though Lester's getting in with some great shots, he's not discouraging Mobili. So there's more of an argument that Mobili won than Lester won. But ultimately, I agreed with the draw.
I was cool with it too.
See, I can only
this is a what do you like kind of thing.
But Billy looked a little more worn than Lester. Lester landed the shots that looked like did more visible damage. And by the way, did you finish watching that? Did you watch that fight this morning? Because that fight this morning was fire.
I gotta watch that bottle fight, bro.
That fight was fire, bro.
I heard Bottle was getting fucked up.
Yo, he
was that a main event card from Australia?
6th round,
listen, wait,
and the 9th round.
Country,
yeah, I know.
Shut the
fuck up, country. I know.
There you go.
Fuck
he
up.
knows the routine.
Where was that fight on?
I already knew that shit was coming,
bro. You couldn't. I found the link, bro, because it was in Australia on pay-per-view. They didn't have it in any networks here in the States.
So it was a main event card.
Yeah,
how do you
that
like
fight
it?
was.
How do you feel?
Oh shit, country going on the
How does
Kansas.
it fucking feel?
Yo, but yo, that dude, I want to see that dude again. That dude's left hand was vicious, yo. He hit Paro so hard, bro. I thought, yo, Paro.
No, you know what the next fight is, right? You know what the next fight is, bro?
Paro versus Crocker.
Crocker, bro.
Who wins that, y'all think?
Paro.
Crocker. I think Crocker might win it. If Crocker fights him, Brim, the way that he fought Patty, just hanging back and waiting for the counter, yeah, he might hurt Liam. But
the thing is, Liam is tough as nails, bro. He survived that. He got hurt 3 times in that fight, and he got hurt significantly, and he still found the way to outwork, and he actually did a little bit of damage himself. But boy, he was definitely 4th round. I thought he wasn't gonna make it. I must say, man, another upset, man. I was like, holy shit. But I want to see that dude again, bro. I forgot his name. I think it was Pogot or something like that. Pogot. I want to see that dude again, bro.
Can I
Pole
say
smoke,
two
pole
things real
smoke.
quick, please?
Go ahead.
One, I can only understand the draw if there was a rematch involved. Otherwise, no. Two,
No, but there is a rematch
There
though.
is a
They
rematch.
ordered it. They ordered it.
right? But I mean, if they didn't, I would have been upset about that because I mean, I felt like it required a rematch after that.
Oh no,
fight.
yeah, definitely. It's
Yeah,
Yeah, I
just,
think they should rematch and then they get this one for the full title.
my only fear, country, is remember we only got that fight because Turkey paid for it. That's the only reason we got it. Like
Yeah,
that wasn't
that's
some shit.
true.
That wasn't some shit that oh, the WBC ordered it, so they got to do it. No, we only got it because Turkey paid for it. Is he gonna
True.
pay for the rematch? I hope so.
He should.
I hope
Why wouldn't he?
he
Though?
should.
For a fight that was that good.
The
Oh,
He
second
got a
thing,
Tom and Jerry fight, so
the-
yeah,
the-
he'll
and that was a
second-
Tom and Tom fight.
the
Shit.
second
Yeah.
thing, and this is a little off the wall, but some of you guys in New York might be interested about it. Our buddy Big Bang Zhang opened a restaurant called Three Kingdoms Barbecue on 8th near Times Square.
Fuck
Him
out
and-
of here.
Him and his buddy opened it up, and it's basically a Chinese style barbecue place, and you with mini fire grills, and at each table for sizzling meats, and they share
Jules,
plates.
close your mouth, Jules. Holy shit.
No joke, no joke.
Yo, I will
Close your
go
fucking
there,
mouth,
bro.
Jules.
Yeah,
see
you
the-
might
there.
you might meet
Listen,
Big Bang
listen.
Zhang.
That's what I was going. You see the size of Zhang? That dude is eating good, bro. That's a big motherfucker. That dude is eating good.
Yeah,
He knows
it's
something
called-
about some food.
It's
So-
called Three Kingdoms Barbecue.
All right, I'm gonna go check it out because I'm not that far away. I hate going to New York though, but I'll go.
8th Avenue near Times Square.
Eighth Avenue.
By the
Oh
way,
God, I'll
by
take
the way,
train.
Jay-Z lost his bid to put up a Caesars in Times Square
He want what? A Caesar's Palace?
casino.
Yo, they need to bring gambling to New York. We need organized crime back. I'm tired.
I
of these
mean,
petty
we got Resorts World, Nas, push that shit, and
You're
Queens.
such an ass, Jules.
But
Hey,
I
Jules,
don't think I'm gonna go there. I'm good.
I don't know if you talked about it or not, but I heard a little birdie saying that Yanni back and Adamas is gonna be the co-main to T.O. and Shakur.
That's my inference. I did talk about it in a video. I did.
Okay, I
talk
didn't know if
about
you
it.
talked about it. I got a little birdie, little tweet, little
Yeah,
birdie telling me that might be happening.
If you go to Yanni Beck page right now, he keep he keep soon Kazakh style, soon Kazakh style, soon. Like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about, Yanni Beck? I got Yanni Beck winning that fight, right? Just because I think he gonna knock out Adames. I think he gonna knock him out. Who's the better boxer? Carlos. Carlos is the better boxer. Carlos got more wrinkles, but I don't really think he can hold a shot like that. And two, if y'all fighting next year, right? And that's when it looked like January, February next year. It'll be a year since your last fight. It'll be a year. Shiraz's fight was in February, bro. That shit was way back there.
Yo, Jules, would it be too quick of a turnaround for Lester and Billy to fight on that same undercard or no? To fight on the Stevenson one?
Well, I don't think it's not going to be their fight. Won't be on that. I don't think their fight will be on that. I think their fight would be on something else. Not that, because they're saying that Stevenson Lopez, that's basically going to be a PBC show funded by Turkey. So I don't.
Which is crazy. How the fuck does that even become possible?
That's probably the dumbest thing.
Yo lo dije, Ignacio, que the only reason I could think of que Turkey would want to use them es porque the Times Square show fue un fracaso. That shit was garbage. You don't want that shit to happen again. ¿Quién tiene experiencia doing shows in New York, particularly at the Barclays? PBC.
So he's not gonna ask Swift to promote his show. Danny's last fight at the Barclays.
Bro, did you see the price on that shit on that pay-per-view? They get $49.99 for that shit.
Yo, somebody need to beat the shit out of it. You got a lot of fucking nerve, bro. 60 fucking, you got a
Put him in
lot
jail, man. Fuck
fucking
that.
nerve, bro. I don't know what the fuck your problem is, bro. You got a lot of fucking nerve, bro.
Jules is like,
his real estate business dried
motherfucker.
up.
Unless I'm getting 2 New York pizzas with that $50 I'm paying, you better get the fuck out of here.
Yo, dog, café Bustelo cuesta 8 pesos, manín. And the end, Leo, this economy is rough, bro. I gotta pay damn near $10 for my hotel now. And you tell I need I gotta give y'all $60 to see Danny Garcia? Yeah, suck my dick 60 times, bro. How about that? My dick
Wait,
60 times.
wait, Danny's charging 50, $60? Oh hell no.
For a pay-per-view, bro. For his farewell
Wait,
Barclays.
is it 60 because it's an HD or something?
Oh shit! I
Because I
forgot.
thought it was
mean,
50.
The $49.99.
No.
That's probably standard definition.
If a porno comes with it, then maybe I'll watch it. Like if
Yeah, I mean, it better come with a free blowjob.
right, like if Violet Myers is on the undercard, yeah, I'm getting that. I'm getting them long titties.
No,
Fuck,
and
that's
watch out
crazy.
that transmission is gonna be in 480p.
You know what I'm saying? Them long titties in there, baby.
Jules will
You know
watch
what
it
I'm
if Lisa Ann makes a comeback.
trying to tell you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Gotta,
Okay, but there is the possibility that one of those guys sign up with the PBC.
Teofimo wants to. That's all. That's what the article said. It said that Teofimo, not Shakur, but Teofimo is interested in boxing under that banner. Has he signed to them? No, it doesn't say that. That would be crazy if he did. Like, bro, are you retarded?
Yes,
Like,
yes,
That's why it doesn't
absolutely.
sound so crazy because
Absolutely.
he did put up a post where he had a PBC hat. I think it was.
yeah, remember that was a couple of weeks ago. Yeah.
That was a tease.
Y la vaina con él is like, yo, tú no entiendes que no hay refugio para ti. You fuck up everywhere you go. You go to Top Rank, you fuck up. You go to Triller, you fuck up. You go to Matchroom, even for one, you fuck up. So go fuck up at the PBC, bro. Go. Vete. You know? And the other thing is, if he loses, what happens? I'm not saying that he should retire if he loses, but, and I think he's gonna lose. He doesn't have the faculties to lose another fight. Up here, you don't.
Do you think he's gonna end up in the same driveway than Adrian Burner?
No, because he's not that fucked up. He'll probably like open up like una bodega that never has the right cereal, right? Like they always have the
The cats are laying on the bread.
Listen, I wouldn't even trust Teofimo to run the Domino's, bro. That shit would be on fire.
yeah, like, because he's not like he's not smart enough to be an entrepreneur, so I don't see him coming up with something new and something fresh. But I could like see him being a shift supervisor at Burger King. I could see that, right? Be like, or
the motherfuckers in the driver is gonna be Adrian Burner, Dimitrios Andrade. Now it's gonna be Teofimo Lopez.
yeah, Broner's gonna be the guy who checks your receipt before you leave the Walmart. That's gonna be Broner.
and Andrade is going to be the fry cook at Burger King.
No, he's gonna be the guy you see about the electronics. He's gonna be in that.
Oh, he works at fucking what's it called? Shit.
Best Buy.
Oh, well, it doesn't exist anymore. I was going to say fries.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah, he's working the Prince section of Staples.
Oh shit, he got arrested. What the fuck?
Raja? Yeah, he got
Oh,
locked
yeah,
up,
yeah.
man.
No, but
That was-
Theo,
that
I
was
don't
big
think he's
one.
gonna be working. He's gonna be asking for change outside the driveway.
I mean, maybe he'll do porn. You know, he is in Florida. There's a lot of porn in Florida. A lot of porn movies get shot in Florida. So
No, the one that will be begging for money will be Broner, Leo. It'll say, "Will Shadowbox for food."
you know what I'm saying?
That guy.
Shit is crazy, bro. But yeah. So we got that. This weekend, the Golden Boy show should be okay. That should, because you know the Collazo kids fighting, Gabby's fighting. Next week, I know that there's an MVP show. I'm gonna watch that. What else is coming up though? Is that the MVP?
I brought
show?
up
What else?
I brought up last night, Jules. Did you know Stanionis is fighting next Friday?
Yeah, I knew that in Lithuania.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Homecoming fight.
I mean, who the
After a loss.
fuck gonna pick that up?
Yeah, I don't know.
Who the fuck gonna pick that up?
Eurosport.
Like,
Hey, Joel, I was gonna ask you who. When she's fighting again, that one girl, she looks like Triple G, that Kazakhstan girl.
you talking about Beluza Muzdaman, right?
Yeah, she's fucking bad.
You know, she's fucking bad. She could fight too, is the shit. But she is gonna fight again. Like, She's not with a major promoter. She's with a regional promoter. But so far, so good. She fight more often than the Charlos. She fight more often than Andre, and that's with a small time promoter. So she'll fight
Cholo is a
again.
fucking rehab.
Yo, that was gold, bro. That shit
Well,
was
okay,
gold,
but
bro.
wait a minute. Now you're talking about women's boxing. When is the next show of MVP? Because they have been signing a lot of girls, but
No, eso es lo que yo estoy diciendo, Leo. La semana que viene, el viernes, they got their girls are fighting. They got a couple of 1, 2, 3 of their girls are gonna fight next Friday. You know what I mean? They doing it. Like, I know what you mean that y'all signed all them girls. Y'all better get them some work because y'all pretty much signed damn near every girl. Y'all got to put them to work.
No, but
exactly.
Gabby is not gonna fight with. Gabby is not an MVP fighter.
No, Gabby's fighting. Gabby is fighting this weekend. La semana que viene, there's an MVP show where like 3, 4. Yeah. They got they already rolling out those cards. They're rolling out those cards, and I talked to Amanda when she fights. You'll see.
Okay, but Gabby she's gonna stay. She's gonna defend
momentarily. Gabby, de verdad. As soon as she could go to MVP, go. They got lots of fights for you over there. Go. Gabby's better off over there. Like, Golden Boy has done pretty good for Gabby, honestly. It's been good for her there. She got the fights that she needed. It didn't take long. She's undisputed. But now, it's time to graduate. It's time to graduate. Like, if this is your last fight under Golden Boy, I don't know. But if this is your last fight, you need to go to MVP. ASAP.
Yeah, but I think it's the way you know if you made it in life is if you run away from Oscar and Oscar is smearing you on YouTube.
Yeah, if you're in his
Leo just wants to see a clap back Thursday talking shit about Gabby.
if he starts clapping his ass at you, you know you made it. Once his ass starts clapping, But like that'll be the best move for her. And they're rolling out those girls because I thought the same thing. That like, y'all signed a lot of girls. That's a lot of girls you got to get dates for. But they're doing it. They are doing it because they already got 2 shows that I see that their girls are gonna fight on. I spoke to Amanda like maybe 2-3 days ago. She told me about what she about to do or whatever. It's going down. It's going down, which is good.
Look, talking about just from an economics perspective, I've never been a fan of inflating the market. But in the case of women's boxing, I'm kind of happy because they need enough money to fucking pay for their medical bills and their mortgage, because at some point it gets ridiculous. While you're fighting for world titles, you cannot even pay rent. So if MVP can do that, yes. I hope they don't inflate too much the market. I don't really want these girls asking for $2 or $3 million in 5 years. I don't think that's gonna be good for the sport. But for now, I think it's good.
I mean, they're being given a budget is the main thing. They're given a budget on DAZN, and obviously they work with Netflix tenuously off and on, right? So that's where a lot of that money's coming from, that they're being given a budget and this is what they're using it for. But so far, I would say so far so good, that whenever they do something, it does make waves whenever they do something. So we'll see. But also, somebody has to fill the gaps, because I reiterate, Top Rank still haven't announced who the fuck they're going to be with. They still haven't announced who the fuck they're going to be with.
They're on the Nowhere Network.
Right? They're on the Nowhere Network. Not that I love PBC shows, but bro, they down to 5 and 6 shows a year. So there's a whole gap of nothing. And, MVP can fill that gap. They can fill that gap.
Jules, last night I was saying when you were taking a break, I saw last week on fucking Stars, they were showing the Top Rank catalog of fights. So it looks like they did go to Stars.
Pues ya tú sabes lo que está pasando. Y ellos tienen la fecha para Xander. Ellos están diciendo que Xander va a pelear at the end of the year or the beginning of the next one. Y yo lo dije que if they're telling Xander that you're going to fight in Puerto Rico, it has to be because they know when they're going to come back. Otherwise, they wouldn't have told you that. They know when they're coming back. They know. They have a rough estimate of when they're going to be back in business, I'm not like I said, I'm not really worried about Top Rank, to be honest. I was a little bit, but it's like, Brody, they've been around for 50 years. They know what they're doing. They've been around a long time through a lot of eras of boxing. They know what they're doing, you know?
So 50 Cent took all his shows off of Stars and they gave all that money to Top Rank.
Bueno.
Hey,
Are
that's
you
what
gonna
HBO
get? Are
did
you
with
guys
fucking
gonna get?
boxing.
Are you guys gonna get Stars?
I have it.
I
Oh,
don't.
pues te salvaste.
Yep.
I don't
I'm
see a
still.
reason. If there's no boxing on ESPN, maning, I'm unsubscribing. I'm waiting to see what happens.
Well, didn't you just say you think TKO's going there?
Posiblemente, yeah, posible.
And Manny
I heard.
Pacquiao.
I heard from some. I heard this and that. Pero es que, I mean, to see, para ver a quién, virtuoso, Charlie Suarez.
That's it, yo.
That's the kind of guys
pay
they got, bro.
To watch
Pa ver a
Charlie.
Vincent Astrolabia. Those are Manny Pacquiao fighters, bro.
Right. Is Mark Messiah Manny Pacquiao's fight?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Decent.
Fucking mierda, man.
Yeah, but here in Chile, I have the feeling that at least here in Latin America, ESPN is going to stay with Top Rank. They're going to keep showing their fights.
Posiblemente. ESPN Deportes, or ESPN Knockout, I should say, is different from the ESPN that we have up here. It is different.
So
They
wait,
get different shit.
So Disney doesn't run that one, right?
No, they don't own that.
They get different shit. They get different. ESPN Knockout gets all types of international cards that regular ESPN does not get.
Yeah, and ESPN Knockout usually is like all the Central American and Mexican cards.
If there's two chickens, two roosters fighting in the park, it's on ESPN Knockout.
Right.
Speaking of which, Leo, did you watch Chocolatito's fight last weekend?
No.
Because that shit was on ESPN Knockout, I think.
Coño, pero ¿y para qué está peleando ese tipo? Ya? ¿Qué tú quieres, Chocolatito? ¿Qué es lo que
You
tú
know what?
quieres?
You know what it is, Julius.
What, bro? Like, ese tipo ya tiene como...
Why those motherfuckers fight for? It's for the money.
Bueno.
It's got to fit a village.
Bueno. I mean, hay una oportunidad because Junto just vacated his 2 alphabet titles at 118, so
yeah, he's
you
making
could go for one of those.
Yeah, he could fight at 118 and pick up a belt for sure.
Yeah, you know, he
So
could.
that'll make him a what? 4-division champion?
See,
5.
Yeah.
He's already a 4-weight champion. That would make him a 5-weight champion.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait,
there's two
is he
things.
Jules? I thought he was 105, 112.
Oh, he's a 4-weight
115.
champion. No, bro, Choco's a 4-weight champion.
So he got the 108 belt too?
I think so, yeah. Because when he moved up to Superfly, they said he's a 4-weight world champion. When he moved up to Superfly.
Got it.
But, you know, no hay mucho dinero en el 118.
No.
Not a lot of money there.
No, he moved up, man. That's it.
Unless he fights Takuma or este tipo, Tenshin Nasukawa.
Yeah.
You got to go to Japan for that, though.
But they love him in Japan, though, so he'd get paid in Japan.
Yeah, he get fucked up in Japan, too.
That too. For sure. That viejito would get beat up.
Ya ese tipo está viejo para esa división, 37 años. En super, en bands. No, eso es viejo ahí. That's old. Bueno. I'm gonna fucking go to sleep, guys. Next episode of the relay is on the way. I will go live Saturday for what's Saturday? Right, the Golden Boy show. Gabby.
All right, man. Peace.
Peace.
Good night, fellas.